Well, well, well. A tie? The game ended in a tie? I can't say that this is exactly how a tie make you feel. I'm not sad. I'm not necessarily mad. I don't know what to feel. Let's go, Cowboy fans. A tie? I don't know. Dak Prescott played the game of his life. And he was robbed. Let's go. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy hitters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And yes, we are live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. A tie after that game from Dak Prescott, George Pickens, Devontae Williams. Man, even Tolbert made this is an incredible catch. A tie? Man, we've been begging for Maurice Leofow. And this knucklehead makes one of the dumbest plays of the night. Sam Williams, come on, man. Javonte Williams balled out. But I do wish Jaden Blue would have played today. And I'm telling you, Jaden Blue needs to play by the next game. Miles Sanders is not the complimentary back on this team. But what we're going to do, we are going to go through what we said the keys to victory were for the Cowboys and see what they did and see what they didn't do. Then we're going to kind of see if we can listen to some of the Dallas Cowboys interviews. And my plan is, let me see, I don't even think I brought my phone up here. The plan is I'm gonna try to open up the phone lines, see if we get that connected. I want to hear from some of you tonight too. So that's gonna be the plan for tonight. Just strictly talking about tonight's game. And again, listen to some of these things from DallasCowboys.com. I'm really interested in the players. And I'm definitely, man, so much to talk about. So much to talk about. But again, guys, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get a quick roll call, because I know ain't no way I'm going to get all y'all in tonight. Let's get about a 2-minute roll call, then we get this thing going. Let's get this thing going. Let's get a quick roll call, and then we're going to get right into this thing. Michael Smooth, what's going on? We're going to come back to everything y'all saying. Lisa Worley, yo man Tolbert played pretty decent. Pretty decent. Great catch he made on the sideline with the toe drag. Swag, Lisa Worley. Got to give him credit. TME greatness in this thing. Poobie D got my back in here. Mark Lozano, Lock and D, what's going on in here? Let's get this thing. C-Base, what's going on? Good to see you. Again, TMA greatness. C-Base, I'm with you. Activate Blue. Robert Thomas in this thing. What's going on? Derek Rose. What's going on? Robert Dudley up in this thing. Jakira Gasson, what's going on with you tonight? Boy, we about to talk some Cowboys. What is going on? Let's get this thing going. The big Rombowski. What is going on? Well, gee, I'll say I predicted one thing right. Run it, Micah. Don't let him get the Dak. Keep the game close and either fake an injury or check out mentally. Yeah. Dak Prescott. And you know the crazy thing is, though, he probably made the game-saving tackle. Melvin Clark, lead time. Caitlin Lockhart, Apostolos in here. What's going on with you? Again, Melvin Clark, Robbie Thetford, what's going on? Skull Unknown, welcome back to the congregation. What's going on with your Skull Unknown? Henry Yamara, what's going on? Katharina Kiss, my sisters, Katharina Kiss and Miss Matrix, what's going on? Pinky P, Sanborn is trash. Yes, we them boys. Trevor Bailey, we still them boys. What's going on? We them boys. He said, gee, I love your streams because you talk facts. Not like Stephen A. Smith and them other sports talkers. They only speak what makes them feel good and get them likes. Let's go. Appreciate you. Easy, my sister, what's going on with you? It's that Jigger Man. What's going on? 03, Mark Davis. Let's go. I see you, J100. What's going on with you? Los's Texas DJ Services. What's going on? Mose Logan, Eddie Lowe. What's going on with y'all tonight? Man, we about to talk Cowboys. Short Man 804, David McLemore, A. Harmon. What's going on? All right, now greet the rest of y'all as we keep going. Now, let's get this thing going. The Cowboys, man, let me just, let's kind of talk how the game started. Brian Schottenheimer had me a little concerned in the beginning because I do believe that Brian Schottenheimer was playing a little too conservative in the beginning. But he got a little bit warmed up going into the second quarter. Because I'll tell you right now, 13-2 in the second quarter, I thought even then that this was a victory because the Green Bay Packers pretty much dominated the game, at least for the first quarter and a half. And for us to be 13-2, I mean, let me tell you, Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell, they need to be the starters. I'm not even going to lie to you. When Malik Hooker went out, man, let me tell you something. I'm just not even going to tell you I was sad. Blue Star Dallas TV, what's going on? NWB, Cowboy Thanos, what's going on? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wasn't even sad. But what I was sad about is that Dak Prescott played entirely too good. Entirely too good to lose that game. I mean, entirely too good. The Cowboys wind up making it 13-9. Get the touchdown again, make it 16-13. But I did think one of the mistakes that they made is when they came out in that opening of the third quarter, they didn't get the touchdown. I would have rather seen the Cowboys get the touchdown right there, but they did not do it. And so let's kind of go through, as we wait on some interviews, let's kind of go through, look at the box score, so we can look at some of these insane statistics by the Dallas Cowboys. And one of the biggest stories of tonight is that people blew the Micah Parsons story out of proportion. That Micah Parsons was going to dominate this game. I'm waiting on people to apologize to Jerry Jones. I'm waiting on people to apologize to Jerry Jones.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on it.
I'm waiting on some people to apologize because Jerry Jones said they pretty much did what they said they were going to do. They neutralized Micah Parsons. And I don't understand how anybody has the unmitigated gall to bring up the fact that Micah Parsons had, I think, 8 quarterback pressures and whatever the percentage of win rate. Bro, they scored 40 points. How in the world are you going to brag on quarterback pressure? Dak Prescott ate that pressure. No interceptions. Dak Prescott was 31 of 40. I give Micah Parsons credit. Had it not been for his speed, Dak Prescott probably gets that ball to the 1 yard line. The linebacker stepped out of the end zone. I don't think Dak makes it in. But nevertheless, Dak Prescott was 31 of 40, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, and 1 touchdown running. Dak Prescott was absolutely incredible. Let's kind of look at the box score, and then we're going to go to the things that the Cowboys did. Jordan Love wasn't too shabby either, but he was playing against the worst defense in the league. Who hasn't looked good against the Dallas Cowboys? But Dak Prescott has looked great. Dak has looked absolutely great the whole season. Man, let me tell you something. Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams ran for 85 of... It looked like Javonte Williams ran for 185 yards. That has to be the most exciting 85-yard game I've ever seen. Javonte Williams was running his butt off. But I'll tell you this. The Cowboys need to activate Jaden Blue next week. Miles Sanders is not the complimentary back to Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams needs Jaden Blue. Javonte Williams. I keep looking at runs by Javonte Williams, and I appreciate them. But I also look at some of the runs he's getting, and I'm like, Jaden Blue might have popped that one. Jaden Blue might have took that one to the crib. That's what I'm thinking when I'm watching him run some of those runs. George Pickens. Cowboys should start trying to negotiate with George Pickens right now. George Pickens absolutely balled out. The Cowboys need to be looking at George. They need to really start talking about George Pickens right doggone now. George Pickens was incredible. Jalen Tolbert, 4 for 61. He showed up. Jake Ferguson, his normal, 7 for 40. Barely any yards after the catch, but he did get a touchdown. Kevontae Turpin was only 3 for 30. I wish they'd find ways to get Kevontae Turpin in space. I think they're using him too much like a traditional third receiver. But that was pretty much it. Defensively, Jack Sanborn. It says here Jack Sanborn had 6 tackles and 5 assists. I can recount at least 6 other tackles that Jack Sanborn missed. Jack Sanborn is slow. Jack Sanborn takes poor angles. Jack Sanborn isn't instinctive. Jack Sanborn isn't the tackler people said he was. Jack Sanborn, man, the Cowboys really need to consider starting Shamar James. Jack Sanborn was not it. Donovan Ezeraku played his butt off. Donovan Ezeraku played his butt off. He really did. I thought Oso Digizua played well. Kenny Clark played well. Didn't quite have the game that I thought Kenny Clark was going to have, but he played well. James Houston was an absolute monster. James Houston was causing all kinds of havoc out there. I would have liked to see more of Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney had 1 solo tackle, 1 assist. I would have liked to see more of him. But for the most part, the Cowboys offense, stellar. The Cowboys defense stunk. And that's a compliment. That's a compliment. They absolutely stunk. The Cowboys defense was terrible. Terrible. When you kind of look at the team stats, Jacobs got it going today on the Cowboys, 164 yards rushing. I was a little bit surprised by that, but he was definitely able to get it running. And I saw some of the same plays that I saw Chicago run. I saw Matt LaFleur run some of those same plays. The Cowboys seem to have a problem covering screens and pitches to the outside. The They just can't tackle or something. It is absolutely pitiful. Another reason why the Cowboys lost this game, tied this game, 11 penalties. They kept Green Bay Packers drives going, kept them going, which enabled Green Bay to win the time of possession. So overall, man, I'm telling you, a tie is so deflating. A tie is deflating, man. Let me read these super chats. A tie is deflating. It absolutely is. I don't know any other way to put it. Very, very deflating. All right, hold on a second here. Let's see. All right, Star Guardian X. Appreciate that super chat. He said, not mad, G. Offense played out of their minds. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. Defense, not even an F. And not applicable. Yeah, they were terrible. Absolutely terrible. They had their moments. But they also had their moments. Just dumb, boneheaded penalties. Letting them off the hook. Bruce S., 1st and goal on the 4, run. Yeah. I thought Shotty got a little too fancy down there towards the goal line. I thought he got a little too fancy. And I think he cost him a touchdown. Greg Rodriguez, he said, we tied with the team that we traded our generational edge rusher to, and we still have their first-round picks for the next 2 years. Did we win the trade? Greg Rodriguez. I said it yesterday, or day before yesterday, I'm going to say it again. I think people are wrong about the Green Bay Packers. See, people were going off of one game by the Green Bay Packers and were acting like the Cowboys were dumb. Yeah, the Cowboys are dumb. Those picks from the Green Bay Packers are going to be so far down. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Cleveland Browns beat them. We tied them. They have a very hard schedule coming up. And I'm telling y'all, Micah Parsons isn't as effective as people think he is. I'm tired of all this quarterback pressure talk. I'm tired of all that talk. Dak Prescott ate that pressure up. Don't tell me about the pressure. Tell me the result of the pressure. Did Dak Prescott throw an interception? No. Did Dak Prescott turn the ball over? No. Now, I will say he did. I don't think he saved a touchdown. When you go back and look at the replay, he doesn't save a touchdown. There's a linebacker coming right out of the end zone, and he is getting ready to smack Dak Prescott. I don't think Dak Prescott is going to get the touchdown. But nevertheless, it was a great play by Micah Parsons. But other than that, that throw to Tolbert, Dak Prescott ate that pressure. Dak Prescott took that hit from Micah Parsons, and he threw a dot down that sideline. So for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys, they pretty much nullified Micah Parsons exactly the way Jerry Jones said they would. They either ran at him, they put a tight end on that side where he was, and they did some of the things. I'm just wondering. I know Brian Schottenheimer is not listening to me, but I can tell you this. He definitely did some of the things I talked about. So let's go to the offensive keys to the game that I talked about.
Yes! Here we go!
And let's see if the Cowboys did these things, and then I'm going to come to the comments. We'll check and see if there are some videos up. Then I'm going to get somebody to bring my phone up here. See if we can get a few phone calls in and hear from you guys. So one of the things I talked about was the Cowboys establishing a run and running 35 times. Didn't happen. Kind of got, I guess, close, but it didn't happen. Start off fast on offense and defense. Didn't happen. Get Pickens involved early. Really didn't happen. They kind of got him going, not immediately, but they did start kind of getting him going, I guess, in the first half. I guess we could call it kind of in between. Tolbert, Ferguson, and Turpin They made some plays to move the sticks. I wish they would have been a little bit bigger. But nevertheless, Dak Prescott did his thing. They had the long drives with the time of possession. They succeeded in that. No turnovers. They succeeded in that. And I do believe they protected Dak Prescott for the most part. I talked about run the ball. They didn't start Jaden Blue, so that was a problem. Miles Sanders seems to be injured, so I do think that Jaden Blue will be out there. I said run Javonte Williams 20 to 25 times. It looks like they ran him 20 times. I don't know. I don't think Brian Schottenheimer was following me on Let's Talk Cowboys, but did he not do exactly what I said? How did he use Hunter Lipke? Fullback. That's exactly how he used him. Fullback, safety valve. That's exactly how he used him. So I'm not going to claim profit. I'm not going to claim profit status on that, but he did exactly that. Offensive keys. They didn't minimize the penalties, and those penalties cost the Cowboys dearly. They kept some of the Green Bay Packers drives going. Know where Micah Parsons is. They did it. Win the time of possession. Didn't do it. They scored touchdowns rather than field goals. They did it for the most part, but the one time they kicked the field goal, that's probably what cost them the game. Get Kevontae Turpin in space. Didn't do it. Blew in the passing game. Didn't do it. George Pickens. Deep shots. They did it. Yeah. So for the most part, the offensive keys, pretty much on point with those. Defensive keys. 3 and outs? Nope. Spy Jordan Love? Didn't really seem to have to. Get some turnovers? Didn't do it. Increase the blitzing? They did it. Make personnel changes? So you don't start Trayvon Diggs, but you start Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. Make that make sense. I didn't get that one. Maurice Leofow got a few more snaps, but I think Maurice Leofow, they need to seriously consider changing out Jack Sanborn. They seriously need to consider taking him out. And the Cowboys, I do think they adjusted early, but it was to no avail. So Clowney played tonight. I don't think he played enough. Deron Bland played tonight. I thought he looked good. Maurice Leofow did get some snaps. Marquise Bell made a great play, but they didn't put him in for Donovan Wilson. Wanye Thomas. Malik Hooker got hurt. I saw something that Nisi posted earlier. She said that she wasn't feeling bad when Malik Hooker got hurt. I didn't want him to get hurt, but I didn't feel bad when Wanye Thomas came in. I think they did kind of vary up the coverage. They knew where Micah Parsons was, so the thing that they didn't do early on, they didn't play physical, but they did start playing physical as the game went on, and I do think they got a lot more aggressive as the game went on. So for the most part, I said that if the Cowboys did what they were supposed to do, the score was going to be 31-17. Well, the Cowboys scored 40 points. Unfortunately, because they didn't do some things on defense, the Packers scored 40 points too. And so neither one of these scores were exactly right. So for the most part, I thought it was a really, really good game offensively, but defensively, boy, leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, let me read some super chat, some comments, and then I'm going to see if I can get somebody to sneak my phone up here. All right, I hadn't used this phone app in a while, so y'all gonna have to forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty on it. I was trying. There's a different kind of hookup I'm trying to get, but I ran into some technical difficulties with that type of hookup. So we're gonna see if this one will work for us here tonight, because I do want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you got to say. Should be pretty fun. All right, let's go. All right, I got some super chats to read. Edward Frazier, appreciate that super chat. Dak and Pickens balled out. Our defense is trash. Yeah, and I think the Cowboys really need to start talking about signing George Pickens. Cowboys 5 rings. Appreciate that super chat. 99.99. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. Cowboys 5 rings. He said, G, you're my go-to. Man, I appreciate you. Edward Frazier. He said, why we keep deferring on opening kickoff? I'll never understand it. Don't think they should have done that. Jamalism. Appreciate that super chat. He said, only running it once on the 4 is crazy work, but I'm looking forward to seeing Maffa. Playing Nate Thomas, I thought changed the game. Yes, sir. Yeah, Nate Thomas taking somebody's spot. I don't know who, but this dude, Nate Thomas, is taking somebody's spot. Yeah, Nate Thomas is taking somebody's spot. But again, man, for the most part, the Cowboys, man, if there has ever been a game, not just this game, but 3 of these 4 games, we have literally watched Dak Prescott play some of the best football of his career. To lose, to win a barn burner, and now to tie. A tie? Boy, is better than a loss. Better than a loss, worse than a... Man, I'm telling you, I don't know how to feel about a tie, man. Hold on a second, I'm multitasking. All right, as I wait on somebody to bring my phone. All right, let's see if they got anything over on DallasCowboys.com yet. Man, I'm telling you, this doggone tie got me discombobulated, man. I'm just like, a tie? Come on, man. Come on. Cowboys can do better than this. They can do better than this. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, the Cowboys, not only do we need Overshown back, the Cowboys have got to make some doggone changes, man. They have got to make some more personnel changes. And I really think they might need to consider going outside of the team. I really think the Cowboys should be thinking about Stephon Gilmore. Man, this dude, Kyrie Elam, was getting his socks burned off tonight. I don't know what else to say. Man, I tried to give Kyrie Elam the benefit of the doubt, but he got his socks burned off. He really did, guys. He got his socks burned off. To be one-on-one and to give the wide receiver inside leverage is crazy work. You have no safety help, no linebacker help back there in the red zone, and you give up inside position. You automatically know where they're going. My son was telling me, he's played cornerback in high school, and he was telling me it was kind of like elementary that he should have pushed him outside and not let him get the inside, and I was all in my feelings, but I have to admit he was telling the truth. Man, you cannot if you know you have no inside help, do not let that wide receiver get inside. You have to beat him inside. You absolutely have to beat him inside. Because if you don't, there's no help. There's absolutely no help. I don't understand that. And a part of me is as mad as I am about Matt Eberflus. Guys, I just got this has to be a combination. Man, he can tell me about communication all he wants to. I just don't know if these guys can play Matt Eberflus' system. I mean, is it going to take half a season to get this system again like it took the last time? Because can somebody explain to me how Kyrie Elam in the opening drive for the Green Bay Packers, I'm thinking it was the opening drive. Can somebody explain to me how Kyrie Elam wound up on not one but 2 wide receivers? This dude was matched up on 2 wide receivers. Both of them are running. He's in between them. I'm like, And you kind of look at the tape, and it looks like it was supposed to be one of the linebackers running back there. And I'm thinking it was supposed to be Murray, but it was terrible. Cowboys defense, man, I don't know if this, man, if you telling me this is miscommunication, boy, somebody out there speaking French and somebody speaking Spanish, because it was bad. It was bad. But again, I'll be honest with you too. As much as they talked about the Micah Parsons stuff, it just really wasn't that big of a deal. He just wasn't that big of a factor in the game. At least to me, he wasn't. He just wasn't a big of a factor. Y'all tell me. I just didn't think he was a factor in the game. I don't. He just wasn't a factor. Okay, wait, tell it like it is. We got a turnover. I'm trying to think. We got a turnover. We got a turnover? I'm trying to think which one it was. I mean, when it was. Because I know Trayvon Diggs made an interception, but they called it back. It was 12 men on the field. Turnover. We're talking about the block kick, the block field goal. Tell it like it is. The block field goal. Angie the Rebel Chicks, what's going on? Yeah, Big Rombowski. The Sanders injury would be fine if Blue was dressed out and ready to go on the sideline. The Hooker injury didn't matter as much because the whole D is lost at this point. Well, I was glad to see Wangay Thomas. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, this is sad. I hope the Cowboys don't have to get injured to put these players in. Man, Ryan said Pickens is the best wide receiver we have. Dak is the best quarterback, period. Man, Dak's having an MVP season. Y'all hold on a second. Let me go get my phone. We're going to try to get on the phone some tonight. What y'all think about that? Let's get on the phones a little bit. Hold on a second. I'm texting people downstairs. I want nobody to bring it up. So y'all hold on a second.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, 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 bless him.
All right, game went into overtime. Done knocked my wife smooth out. She was barely able to make it through the game. All right, let's see if I can. All right. Let's see if we can get this thing online. But overall, like I said, man, the Cowboys, they have got to do something about that defense. That defense is, I don't know what else to say. I just don't understand how Matt Eberflus, and I don't even know if they're even going to blame it on Matt Eberflus. I don't know how you even slice this. I mean, do you blame Matt Eberflus for this? I mean, he just don't seem, man, I don't know. These players just don't seem to get it. I don't know what else to say about these players. They just don't seem to get it. And so, do we blame Eberflus? Because they said they had all this communication stuff, and we saw the same stuff in this game. Man, I'm just confused on this. And like I said, man, after this tie tonight, I'm just like, golly, Cowboys, y'all let a game slip right through your hands. But, you know, the good thing about a game, you know, I guess if you want to just call it, dealing with a tie, I guess the one thing, if there's a silver lining, that if the Green Bay Packers can manage to beat some of these other teams in our division, if they can manage to beat some of these other teams, and then we tied with them, then, we had a better record than some of these teams, then we could have an advantage over them. But I'm telling you, this defense, man, I'm just to the point, people, I was laughing at people on X because they was talking about that, they were talking about a termination tonight. Terminate Matt Eberflus. Of course, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, of course, I don't think it's going to happen. But man, boy, when I tell you, all right, y'all, hold on just a second. But yeah, man, when I tell y'all that this thing to me was just absolutely crazy. Like I said, my wife, she was losing her mind. Boy, we had to calm her down tonight. Boy. These Cowboys, man, I'm going to start calling them the Cardiac Cowboys again because I am telling you, they definitely will. They'll definitely get your blood pressure ran up because tonight was absolutely crazy. All right, let me see here. What am I doing wrong? All right, let me read some more comments as I'm getting this done here. C-Bay said, Jerry, spend some money. Yeah. Definitely got to spend some money. That is for sure. Let me see. True Cowboy, what's going on? He said, all I know is we did not lose the game tonight. Go Cowboys. Yes, sir. He said we did not lose the game tonight. You're right about that part. We definitely didn't lose the game. Yep, we definitely didn't lose the game, but it was still, I don't know, when you start getting these doggone ties, man, I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about these doggone ties. Man, these things be messing with me. Yeah, these doggone ties, man, they be messing with me because, again, I guess they can help you. They can help you or they can, they can help you or they can mess you around. So, oh, man, it's just so frustrated because I know the Cowboys, there's got to be a way. I don't really know anything else to say. The Cowboys have got to be able to fix this doggone They've got to be able to fix this doggone defense. I don't know how else to slice it. They have to be able to fix this defense, because if the Cowboys are not going to fix this defense, then this is going to be a wasted season with the way Dak Prescott is playing. I mean, because Dak Prescott is, man, I'm telling you, Dak Prescott is literally playing out of his mind right now. I don't know any other way to slice this. Dak Prescott is playing out of his doggone mind. And I'm sure everybody can kind of notice it. Dak Prescott is balling, man. Absolutely balling. All right, y'all excuse me. I'm trying to do two things at once. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, Dak Prescott is balling out of his mind. All right, let me read a couple more super chats as I'm doing this. All right. Son of John, he said, God bless you, G. Appreciate you. Same to you. Eternal Dynasty, appreciate it. He said we would have gotten a better draft pick. He said if we gave the Packers an L. Yeah. But hey, let me tell you something, Eternal Dynasty. I think, hey man, I think looking at the Green Bay Packers schedule, man, I'm telling y'all, the Green Bay Packers, man, I don't think they're going to be as good as people think. And if people hadn't figured that out by now, they're going to figure it out eventually. And so I do believe that this draft pick that the Cowboys have obtained from the Green Bay Packers, it's going to be a better draft pick than many of us think. I really do think that it is. It's going to be a better draft pick than many of us think. And because of that, I think we're going to come out real good in the draft. But my problem is, though, is that Dak Prescott is just playing so good. You just don't want to waste a season. I mean, Dak is playing so good. I mean, for this team to go, let's say this team misses the playoffs. Oh, man, it'll be a disappointment. It will literally be a disappointment because Dak Prescott has absolutely been that good. Dak Prescott has been that good. The Cowboys have got to figure out something. Jerry's already said he's not trying to Jerry has already said that he's trying to win this year. I mean, I hope he's telling the truth, because if he's telling the truth, man, they got some work to do. And I don't even see, like I said, I don't see how you keep, I'm not going to say I don't see how you keep Matt Eberflus, but Matt Eberflus, what is going on? I asked this question the other day. Y'all tell me, do y'all think the players are dumb? Because that's the question I'm asking. Are the players dumb? Or I was looking at Okoye Media. I was looking at Okoye Media on X, and Okoye Media on X was saying that after going back and watching the film, he said that Matt Eberflus is actually that Matt Eberflus is actually doing some great things. He said that when Matt Eberflus finally gets it together, this is exactly what see, let me tell you. Hold on, Big Run Basket. Let me tell you. Doomsday Cowboys. He said, do you think the Flus will be here next year? If he makes it, yes. If he makes it to the end of the season, I think yes. Because I think that they think maybe if you get the players, his system will work. Because Okoye Media said, looking at the film, he understands what the Cowboys are trying to do. And he said if he ever gets the players, he said the defense will be rocking. Well, shoot, I'm definitely waiting to see it. I'm definitely waiting to see it. Wait a minute, Big Brother Bowski said, that's why you use a rotary phone like I do, G. Yeah. Because that's actually what I was trying to do, is I was trying to get kind of like a, not necessarily a landline, but it's close to a landline hookup to where it's almost like your own line. And so That is exactly what I'm trying to do. But for some reason, something ain't working. I'm gonna see if we can get it to work. Y'all hang tight. I'm gonna keep reading your comments and stuff and see if we can get some interviews. See how long it takes DallasCowboys.com to maybe get up a few interviews, maybe a couple of player interviews. And then we'll get this thing rocking. But man, I'm telling you, this tie stuff, boy, it just don't sit well with you. Man, when you score that many touchdowns, how do you score that many touchdowns and don't win? How do you score 40 points and don't win a game? That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I'm telling you, man, the Cowboys, I just don't know at this point Brian talked about making all the changes. We talked about this. Brian talked about making all the changes. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't see a lot of changes like I thought I would. I didn't see. I mean, okay, so you didn't start Trayvon Diggs. I just didn't think that was a big deal. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I just didn't think that was a big deal. I actually thought sitting Trayvon Diggs was dumb because you set Trayvon Diggs, but you left Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker out there. Didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense. I didn't even look at that as that kind of move. I just thought it was kind of like dumb. That's the only thing I was kind of thinking. I was like, why would they sit Trayvon Diggs? And then as the Cowboys were doing their opening speech, and lo and behold, guess who's over there not participating? Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs is over there kind of, it's like he's not even, his mind is not even there in the game. I mean, with the whole thing. And it seemed like to me he was very concerned about getting his butt over there and mingling with, he's very interested in getting his butt over there mingling with Trayvon Diggs. I'm like, boy, this dude and Trayvon Diggs, man, them dudes is tight. Man, they thick as thieves. They really are, man. They are thick as thieves. And so, again, he couldn't wait to get his butt over there with Trayvon Diggs. And so I was just kind of like, man, this dude here. Yeah, Brombowski, I'm you're about right though. I'm gonna have to get me a doggone rotary phone. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Robert Dudley said, G, you called it. We need to score all the time. Yeah. And the Brandon Aubrey stuff, we can't rely on Brandon Aubrey. And the one time we relied on Brandon Aubrey tonight, it basically got the tie. This team has put Dak Prescott in the chokehold. And it's crazy to me the chokehold that this team has put Dak Prescott in. But this team has put Dak Prescott in a chokehold that basically says that, bro, if you don't score every time, if you don't score a touchdown for us, Dak Prescott, every single time that you go, that we drive down the field, Dak Prescott, if you don't score, there's a chance that we're gonna lose. I mean, boy, that's a crazy way to live to me. I mean, because you're basically telling Dak Prescott that because if you do make a mistake, we're going to lose, and they're going to blame you for the loss. It's a shame to me that when Dak Prescott, it's a shame to me that we're literally watching games, and I don't know if y'all feel like this, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. When I'm watching the game and I start seeing how the Cowboys defense is playing, I'm literally hoping that it looks like we're not going to be able to stop them. So whatever happens, I'm just hoping that Dak Prescott doesn't get the blame. I am just hoping that Dak Prescott don't get the blame. That's where I am. And it's a shame you have to think like that. But that's exactly how I'm thinking when Dak Prescott is playing these games. I'm literally praying that Dak Prescott doesn't get the blame. That's I'm sorry, that's a sad testimony though. That's a sad testimony. But that's really where the Cowboys, to me, that's the situation they have put Dak Prescott in. Because it's at this point, it's Dak or bust. I don't know what else to tell us. It's Dak or bust. All right, let me keep going here. This thing is not working the way it worked when I tested it out. All right, let's read some more comments here. Appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. We'll call this Cowboys After Dark also. The Big Rumbowski said deferring is a strategy move. The hope is you score before halftime and then score to start the third quarter. They did it, though. They actually did that. I give them, well, no, they did the first part. I think where they messed it up is that when they didn't score when they came out in the second half. I really think that kind of messed the Cowboys up from that standpoint. They really needed the score right there, and they didn't. They didn't. They needed that score bad. They absolutely needed that score. And so because they didn't get that score, that really helped. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Am I crazy, sir? Okay, this is user error. Hold on a second. Yeah, that was a big deal, Big Rumbowski. Let me read that again. Yeah, deferring is a strategy move. The hope is you score before halftime. They did that. Matter of fact, what did they do? They scored like 3 times. Blocked extra point, got the touchdown, got 16-13. But the big mistake, though, again, the big mistake to me was the fact that they didn't come out and get that score. Thought that was it. Didn't work. Okay, I thought it was user error, but I guess it ain't user error. But yeah, I really thought that they kind of did Dak Prescott in when they didn't get the score at the beginning of that half. I think that was a huge mistake by the Cowboys. And that's another one of those things that kind of swings a game. You know what I mean? And so I thought that was a huge mistake by the Cowboys. So, but again, even then they were still able to swing it almost towards the end. Yeah, Edward Frazier. They said the Green Bay Packers were going to beat the brakes off of us. They didn't look so bad to me. Yeah, they didn't look so bad to me. Cowboys 5 rings. He said, yep, great catch by Tobin and great throw by Dak. Yeah, they didn't look so bad to me. Lost in translation said, gee, I did not have 40-40 time on my bingo card tonight. Boy, let me tell you. Boy, they had my wife so frustrated, man. She just went in there and just went to bed. she just went in there and went to bed. NWB, Dak Prescott is probably the number 1 ranked quarterback in the league right now. For sure. Angie, you know what? I was the same way. Because I was like, you telling me that they not going to let these guys keep playing? I bet you if that had been Josh Allen that where it ended up in because Josh Allen is the reason why they already changed the rule. I bet you if this happened to Josh Allen, they go back and change the rule again. We need this to happen to him. Newhouse fan, what up? He said, what up, G? Ty? I said the same thing. He said, I'm going back to bed. Man, my wife flew. Boy, my wife was so messed up. Newhouse fan, boy, my wife was so messed up, boy, she went to bed on me, man. She went to bed on me. I sent her a message, told me to bring my, I told her to bring the phone. I was like, why this girl ain't pop my phone? Man, I go in there, she in the bed, man. She had already told me she was fed up. Shogun over, he said, hey, G, can you explain to me how Dak is the only quarterback ever that get credited as being sacked so they can say Parsons sacked him when it isn't a sack when you don't lose yards? Shogun, Dak got beyond the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to go back and review that because I heard some people trying to call it a sack. They're going to have to go back and review that because it actually wasn't a sack. Dak Prescott got beyond the line of scrimmage. Daniel Lee, my right-hand man, what's going on? Yeah, Diggs had an interception. And as a matter of fact, Diggs, man, he almost ain't good enough. But Diggs almost had an interception at the end, too. Yeah, Diggs almost had an interception at the end. And, he almost had an interception at the end, and they didn't give that one to him either. So, yeah, again, I really thought Diggs had a decent game. I really did. I thought Diggs had a decent game, and I was a little bit perturbed at the Cowboys because I'm just kind of like, bro, there is no point in y'all taking Diggs. If y'all gonna sit Diggs down, how are you gonna justify leaving these other dudes up? That was the part I couldn't understand. You can't even justify leaving the other ones up. So, yeah, I was confused on that. But nevertheless, man, I thought, for the most part, Diggs played good enough, but I don't think Diggs is quite right yet. Angie said Belt Buckle Carson will be back soon to get burnt too. Yeah. Nisi, she said Jerry looked ticked off with the defense. Angie, I'm sorry, Angie. Y'all, you gonna cap me. That's 2 times I messed up. Nisi, what happened to Jerry Jones before the game? Can you explain what happened to Jerry Jones? Me and my son was trying to make sense of it. Jerry Jones looked like he had been in a fight. Looked like he had got straight beat up. And so we were trying to figure out what was going on with Jerry. I mean, like he got hit in the lip or something. To 100, he said it looked like Elam was covering Sonny. He said it looked like Elam was covering Sonic the Hedgehog. Boy, that Elam was getting burnt up, man. That boy was getting burnt up. And you know what? Let me say this about Elam. Maybe he don't fit the system. Maybe Elam don't fit the system. Because I'm telling you, I'm just gonna. I guess at the end of the day, it just seems to take longer for people to pick up, it seems, on these defensive schemes. That's the only thing that I can think of. It must take time to catch on to a new defensive scheme because we have watched the Dallas Cowboys now struggle for the 2nd year in a row. Well, actually, they struggled under Nolan. Nolan got fired. Dan Quinn came and whipped them into shape quick. We saw Mike Zimmer. Zimmer struggled at the beginning. So maybe Matt Eberflus is going to struggle at the beginning. That's all I can figure. Maybe Matt Eberflus struggles at the beginning. Yep, maybe he struggles at the beginning. That's the only thing I can figure out. And so I guess at the end of the day, we're going to have to live with it. That's all we're going to be able to do. We're just going to have to live with it. Because I don't think they're going to change their mind. I definitely don't think they're going to change their mind anytime soon as it pertains to Matt Eberflus. I think Jerry and them have gotten to the point to where they don't want to cut a coach. I think that's kind of where the Cowboys are. They don't want to cut a coach. And so they're probably not going to cut him. Nope. Don't think they're going to cut him. All right. I'm still working on this in the background. This is not working the way I had it working the other day. When I tested this out the other day, it worked fine. But now that I want to run it live, it ain't working. All right, let me keep working on this. Let me see here. So let me see if 105.3 The Fan got some of these Cowboys interviews, because I'm pretty sure they've already interviewed. How did y'all think Jake Ferguson looked tonight? How do y'all think Jake Ferguson? I was very frustrated. It was more the same with Jake Ferguson to me. Jake Ferguson is just not a dynamic tight end. I'm struggling with Jake Ferguson. I'm struggling. I think the Cowboys should have let him ride a little bit more. They should have let him ride a little bit more. You know, the Bland touchdown catch, I didn't mind as much as the Elam catch. I thought Bland had good coverage. He just got burned. It was a great throw. Bland tried to rip the ball out, couldn't rip the ball out. But boy, the way Elam is getting burned, Elam is getting toasted. Elam is getting absolutely toasted, man. Elam is getting toasted so bad, you actually feel sorry for him. It is really that bad for him. And so, I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. I think the Cowboys are trying to give Elam the benefit of the doubt. But, man, I just don't know if they're going to be able to keep giving him the benefit of the doubt. C-Bay said, I don't want Mingo if he's not ready. And if Tolbert keeps doing that, I want Tolbert to play. Tolbert looked good. He didn't look the way I wanted him to look, but he still looked good. That catch he caught was great, though. And then that toe drag swag was great. Rumbowski said the NFL, at the very least, switched to the horrible NCAA overtime rules after the end of the 10 minutes until there's a clear winner. Yeah, I don't think there should ever be a tie in professional sports. Todd Church, I said the same thing. I thought James Houston and Jadeveon Clown on the field looked very good together, and I do think the Cowboys need to give them more time together as a pair. They caused some havoc out there. That's the turnover. You're right. That's the one turnover. James Houston swatted the ball out of Jordan Love's hand. I forgot about that turnover. I remember now. Tell it like it is. I forgot about that one. Yeah, those boys out there caused nothing but havoc. Boy, Jackson, Todd Church, I don't think enough can be said about Jack Sanborn, bro. I just don't think enough can be said about Jack Sanborn. Jack Sanborn was absolutely atrocious. I don't know of any other way to slice it. It is embarrassing how bad Jack Sanborn was. I mean, just missing tackles left and right. Slow as he wanted to be. Poor anticipation. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking that was James Houston when they went back and showed the replay, Terry Tatum. But Jadeveon Clowney was actually a part of the pressure on that. So, yeah, I'll tell it like it is. I forgot about that strip sack by James Houston. Yeah, I forgot about that. James Houston played extremely well tonight. He deserves a lot of credit. And, man, something just told me on that last drive. Man, y'all tell me how y'all was feeling on that last drive. Were y'all feeling like the Cowboys? All right, let's see here. Were y'all feeling like the Cowboys were about to win the game? Because I can tell you up front, I wasn't. I was really feeling like on that drive, I was really feeling like, I said, man, I'd be a monkey's uncle. I actually thought they were going to let him go down there and score a touchdown. All right, let's see. I think we got this thing. Let's see. All right, this thing worked perfect yesterday, the other day when I tried it out. Got that part working. I don't understand it. All right, let me get some more comments in right here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me as we kind of wait on some things to update. We'll keep talking Cowboys as I'm trying to get something working on my end that I had working the other day. Don't understand it. All right. Ace 1900. I 100% agree. Matt Eberflus is putting too much pressure on Dak Prescott. Facts. I think the whole team is putting too much pressure on Dak Prescott. Yeah. Cowboys 5 rings. He said Eberflus Nolan. Yeah. That's where it is right now. That's exactly where it is. You hitting it on the head. Eberflus Nolan. That's kind of what we're working with. Because I'm telling you, bro, he is. Yeah, he's been pretty bad. But again, I think the Cowboys are giving him the benefit of the doubt simply because of they're giving him the benefit of the doubt because for some reason I think they believe in the system. Yeah, Andre, the next 2 games the Cowboys should win. I agree. I definitely think they should win. I definitely think they should win. Simply because when you look at I definitely think they should win because
You are the only participant in the conference.
all right. Now, let me tell y'all one of the things that I think is happening. All right, y'all tell me if y'all can hear that music playing in the background. Let me go to the bottom here. Can y'all hear that music playing in the background, or am I the only one that can hear it? Can anybody hear that music other than me? Can anybody hear that music? I'm hoping y'all can't hear it. That's what I'm trying to hope for. Y'all don't hear it, right? Y'all can hear it? Can y'all hear it now while it's playing? Y'all ain't supposed to be hearing that. All right. We're gonna put it low in the background. All right. All right. Let's see if I can remember how to Boy, let's see if I can remember how to work this. Hold on a second. All right, y'all forgive me. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let's see if we can get a couple of test calls in here. I haven't done this in a while, so let's see if we get a couple of test calls in here. Yeah, I'm trying to have it, Lord. I don't want to have it too loud just in case. All right. We got a call-in number in until we get the Cowboys, so until we can get some videos and stuff like that. I want to hear from some of y'all if you want to call in tonight. Talk about the Cowboys. Daniel M., is that not crazy? The Giants beat the Chargers. Man, that was crazy. All right, so these are the rules of the game when you call in. Turn your TV or your computer down in the background. Turn your TV or your computer down. Of course, y'all already know no profanity. And, depending on how many callers, we got about 3 callers so far. So let's go about 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm just going to let you talk. You can tell us what you think about the game. What do you think about the game? All right, so make sure not only do you tell us your name, tell us your YouTube handle so we can know who you are. All right, you ready? First caller, let's go. All right, who are we talking to?
Hey, what's up, G? This is Travis Beck.
Travis Beck, what's going on with you, my brother?
What's going on, big man? How's everything?
Hey, man, it's all love and good. What's going on? Tell us, man, what was your thoughts on the game tonight?
All right, so I'm going to keep it 100. I thought the defense is trash, man. We can't stop nobody in coverage. I thought everything you said was spot on. Who needed to be in, who should have sat out, who should have rotated. We didn't do that as much. I thought Maurice Leafau made some boneheaded mistakes, missed tackles, Sanborn missed tackles. I just don't know what's up with the defense, man. Defense is putting us in such a hole. But, man, we had that game. We had it. Dak balled out, man. I feel so bad for that dude. I really do.
Man, you too, bro. I feel bad for him, man, because he's playing way too well to be 1-2-1. Golly, 1-2-1.
Exactly.
But hey, Travis, maybe down the road,
yeah,
maybe this thing is being set up for the Cowboys and Green Bay to play down the road, and maybe that tie game will be the tiebreaker.
It got to be, man. I'm getting tired of losing to you fools.
Man, we
One
can't
time since 2009, man. It's crazy.
We can't seem to beat them, but hey, we tied them. But boy,
yeah,
man, that tie make you feel a certain type of way, man.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I absolutely love that we shut Micah down.
Boy, didn't they though?
Shut him down, and that was a gimme sack. That shouldn't have been a sack. I said the same thing. He got right over the line of scrimmage. There's no way it's a sack.
They know that wasn't no sack. They're calling it a sack so they can say he saved the game.
Exactly. But I'm saying, man, do you see Jerry making any moves right now outside of Stephon Gilmore? I know you mentioned him, but I feel like we need somebody dynamic at the safety position, man.
Man, you know what? I think the Cowboys are probably going to wait another couple of games. You're going to get a chance to see Wanye Thomas. Next, you know what? But the move I think they should make, I don't think they're going to make it. It's Donovan Wilson.
I've been screaming for that for 3 years, man. I was done with Donovan Wilson 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's the move they need to make, but they're not going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. Donovan Wilson is the move they need to make. Now, I did like the move, like I said, Kyrie Elam outside, Stewart ready inside, and then letting Trayvon Diggs and Elam alternate in and out on the other outside. But it was disrespect for as bad as I won't say Trayvon Diggs been playing bad, but he's been playing better than Elam. Boy, you can't bitch Trayvon.
Tonight he played better than Elam. They've had two nice physical tackles, so I'll give them that for the night. Earlier in the live, we were talking about Turpin.
Yeah.
The incomplete pass to George Pickens in the end zone. If Dak would have looked to the left, he had Turp wide open for 6.
Yeah,
he beat the corner right off the line.
And also, he threw a jump ball to Tolbert. Tolbert went inside, but he went inside too quick. But on the left side, boy, George Pickens was wide open 1-on-1.
I seen that.
1-on-1, bro. I'm like, man, I know. Because now you remember what Shotty said. Shotty said he calls players, not plays. And so I think when he calls those players, it makes Dak Prescott look for those players rather than, okay, let me go to a second read on this one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like we need a little bit more help at the safety position on top of Wanye and Marquise Bell. I do want to see what they could do, but I still feel like we need somebody to complement them other than Wilson and Hooker. And I think cornerback, man, we need a little help there too still.
I don't think the linebackers can play the pass.
See. What's that?
I don't think the linebackers can play the pass.
Nah, at least not Sanborn and Murray. I'm seeing them get beat constantly.
Yeah, they're getting tore up out there. I don't understand it with them. The Cowboys, they got work to do.
And Maurice Leofow, he plays a lot better than what he did tonight. I don't know what was going through his head. I mean, the ball was clearly on the ground, not even in the receiver's hands, and he trucked him. Like, you know better than that, bro. Like, that's discipline right there.
I didn't even understand that play. I said, what is this? I didn't understand that play. That play was about to get them off the field, and he continued a drive. Same old Cowboys. That was a lack of discipline right there.
Yeah, and then that drive in overtime, man, right when we got down in the goal line after that big catch with Tolbert, man, I was screaming at the TV, like, dude, just run it until we hit pay dirt. Just run it until we're in the end zone. Don't DQ, don't try passing, don't do nothing stupid. Just run the ball. They ran it one time. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, he got too cute down there, man. Shotty got way too cute down there. That's what wound up happening. All right, Travis, man, I appreciate you, man. We got about 10 callers waiting. I guess they want to talk.
Hey, G, thank you for the time, man. I appreciate it. How about them Cowboys?
Yes, sir. How about them Cowboys? Appreciate you, my brother.
God bless, man. Have a good night.
You too. All right, let's get another caller in here. From the 901.
Man, I appreciate it. How about them Cowboys? Yes, sir.
All right, turn your TV down in the back. Tell us who you are and tell us your YouTube handle also.
Hello, this Robert Simmons from Memphis, Tennessee.
What's going on?
Tag is on site. Yeah. One thing I want to say about that game is Hey, I love it. At first, I thought we was going to lose because that 2023 game, but we showed a lot of fights in that game. And that also proved that Mike McCarthy really was the problem in that 2020 game, right along with Dan Quinn, not Dak Prescott. We showed a lot of fights. Defense still got to do some lot of work. I'm starting liking for little thing from our rookie linebacker, not Jack Sanborn, but James. What's his name again? Number 50, James that we got from Florida.
James Houston.
Shamar James.
Oh, Shamar James.
Shamar James.
Shamar James, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing I can say he need to work on is his speed. He was kind of like getting off real slow, but he has to work on his speed. If he work on that speed, I can see a whole lot of Micah Parsons in him if he work on that speed.
Hey, I thought Donovan Ezeraku played great tonight.
He sure did too. Was stopping the run, was getting pressure. He just got to get those. If he get those stats, he will also look good too. But he was able to stop the run real good and did everything the right way.
I thought the penalty on him was bogus.
Yes, the same thing. Yes.
I do not understand. I was like, they said he hit his head. He punched him in the head or something. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. That was a terrible call. But I'm with you, bro. That defense need work.
Yeah, that defense need a lot of work. And I would mostly, on that side, I would mostly spend the whole offseason in the job on grading that defense.
Yeah.
And I feel like Micah Parsons did not get that sack. But if they want to get him that sack to make him feel a little better, he can have it. We all know he really didn't get that sack, but, hey, he can have it.
Man, I'm tripping. I'm pretty sure they're going to review that, and they're not going to give him that sack, I think, when the NFL goes back and review it. But, one of the reasons why I think they wanted to give it to him is because the media, and y'all out there listening, y'all comment on this when y'all call in too. But the media is so evil that because Jerry Jones wouldn't give him a tribute, well, they did it.
Yeah.
They gave him a tribute in the intro. I said, this is crazy.
Yeah.
They made it all about Micah Parsons in the beginning. I said, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yep, it's crazy. Well, all right, man, I appreciate you calling. We got about 10 more callers still waiting in the lobby, so I appreciate you.
All right, DC4L.
Yes, sir, DC4L. God bless you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right. Appreciate y'all calling. I saw when my girl Angie, she got off. All right. Boy, y'all is crazy out there in them streets, man. Big Ron Bowski, I see you out there in them streets, man. Boy, you crazy. All right, now let's get all right. Give me your name and your YouTube handle. All right. From the 214. Let's see who we got. Welcome to Let's Talk Cowboys. Who we talking to? All right.
Hello?
Hey, is you there?
Yeah.
What's going on? How you doing?
All right. Is this G?
It's G. What's going on?
Not much. My name's Christian Lego, and I go by Christian Lego on the chat.
What's going on, man? Good to hear your voice. I like to hear. I'm glad to match up these voices with the names. All right, man. Tell us what you think about tonight.
Man, look, that was a hard-fought game. I really wanted Dallas to win, but, I mean, having almost 11 penalties in a game killed us, especially that Maris Leah foul penalty. That was stupid.
Game changer.
And then, I mean, honestly, I think Sam Williams played a little bit better than he has last couple games, but that face mask penalty, that was stupid.
Stupid. Yes, sir. They killed
But
themselves with
honestly,
penalties.
too, well, another thing that I didn't agree with was when Green Bay got down there and there was like 4 seconds left when Jordan Love hit, I guess it was Sanborn in the back of the head with the football, and the ball wasn't even on the ground.
The
The
time
clock
ran
had
out.
ran out, but the rest, the rest put 1 second back on the clock.
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth said that.
And it's crazy is because I've noticed every year, no matter what, the refs are going to call the game the way that they want to call it. They hate to see Dallas win. They hate to see Dallas win. And matter of fact, I think that ref, that same ref was that same ref that was in the playoffs last year
My wife said the same thing.
when we lost to Green Bay in the playoffs.
Yep.
You know, but I mean, overall, I mean, Dak had his Superman cape on. Dak played like Superman. George Pickens finally showed up, which is good because now that we know what George Pickens got, especially that spectacular catch with those two guys. Oh my gosh,
yes.
that was crazy. Man, oh man.
Boy, that
And then
catch
we
was
get
crazy.
CD back. We get CD back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be on fire. But CG, this is what I don't understand. They elevated Cropper from the practice squad up instead of bringing Jaden Blue up, which is crazy because why in the heck are we going to run or just have two running backs all year? No, one could get hurt, just like Miles Sanders did. Now you're keeping Javonte Williams out there, giving him all the workload. Don't get me wrong, Javonte Williams is a good back, but you're tiring this man out, especially when you go into overtime. I have never seen it, and I've been watching Cowboys since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I'm 49 years old. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is I've always seen the Cowboys carry three running backs every freaking game. Every game in the past. You know? But I kind of agree with you with Jaden Blue coming up with Javonte Williams because you know what that's going to remind me of? When we had Zeke and Tony Pollard.
Yes.
Remember Tony Pollard was that scat back.
Yes.
That's what it's going to remind me of, but I think a lot better. And then Eberflus, you know, honestly, I don't think it's a scheme problem. I think it's a player problem because it's funny how Buffalo was willing to give up Kyer Elam that quick if he was that good of a player.
Yep.
You know, I mean, maybe it is Eberflus because I noticed that they showed stats on the game where he was a defense coordinator, I guess, in Indy and somewhere else, and they were talking about like his blitz percentages were still last in the league, which I was surprised he blitzed more tonight than he has in the last few games. But still, I don't think it's a scheme problem. I think it's a player. I think it's actually a personnel problem. And the thing is there's a cornerback out there right now. I think that would fit perfect that the Texans let go. Why ain't they trying to go get him, C.J. Gardner?
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
C.J.
bring him
Gardner
in,
had
see what
some
he got.
problems over there. He had some problems, and I'm not sure the Cowboys want to bring him in. He was having some locker room issues.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He was having some
You know,
locker
but I
room
mean,
issues.
I'm kind of like you. You know, switch Diggs and Elam out. Keep Deron Bland on one side. And what people got to realize is, yeah, that they think Deron Bland didn't play that well. Y'all got to think he just came off an injury.
Yeah.
He's got to get back in the swing of things. Give him about another game or two. We're going to see the original Deron Bland.
Man, he almost got him
honestly.
one. I thought he was gonna get him one. And then in the end
I did
zone,
too.
I didn't really mind his
Yeah.
touchdown
Yep.
because it was really a great throw. But that one on
That was
Elam,
Kyer Elam.
boy, that one on
Oh, my
Elam
gosh.
was
Every
embarrassing.
week. See, the thing is I've been playing football all my life. And, I mean, even playing junior high and high school football, they teach you. I mean, of course, I was a defensive lineman. I didn't play cornerback. But even the defensive coach would tell the cornerbacks, look, for one, never let a man get inside you.
Yeah.
Let him get on the outside of you. It's easier to play the ball that way. But two, why are we not playing man-to-man? That's what I don't get. We could bump these wide receivers on the line because that guy Dobbs from Green Bay tore them up. Even though he didn't get that many yards, it was just the touchdowns,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm like, gee whiz, I mean, I honestly thought that the game was getting away from us, and I'm glad that Dak put a Superman cape on and everything. But honestly, I mean, I don't like the tie, but I'd rather have the tie than the loss because, I mean, a tie at the end of the year can actually help us, but then it can hurt us too. So,
because
I think it was, what was it, a couple of years?
Okay, go ahead. Say that
I mean,
again.
I think what was it? No, I think what it was is a couple of years ago there was a team that was shooting for a playoff spot, and they had a tie, and I think it hurt them or something like that because the team that they tied with wound up winning out or something like that. But, I mean, hopefully it doesn't hurt us, you know. But, I mean, overall, I mean, I'm like you. I'm going to start calling them the Cardiac Cowboys because, I mean, oh, my gosh.
That's what they used to
minute
call
I'm
them.
yelling at the TV, next minute, I know. 1 minute I'm yelling at the TV going, come on, defense, where y'all at? Come on, put a stop to them. And then when they do something, I'm cheering, you know. But a good combination I did see tonight, and I know everybody else did, is when we had Clowney and James Houston in there. Oh, my gosh, they wreaked havoc.
That was the combination I wanted to see.
They really did. And honestly, I think that they need to put that combination in more. I mean, I got to give granted, Dante Fowler showed up a little bit better tonight, you know, and everything. Sam Williams showed up a little bit. And another one, I was surprised Mozzie Smith actually played tonight, and he actually looked pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's probably how they need to probably play him in the spots.
But, you know, and I mean, even Clark, I mean, granted, I think the reason why we couldn't stop the run on Josh Jacobs towards the end is because, hell, our defense was getting wore out.
Yeah.
You know?
Not to mention, I think they were doing some doubling on the inside, too.
They were. And then that whole thing with Micah Parsons, people need to leave Micah Parsons alone because we stopped Micah Parsons all night. You know? I mean, granted, I don't like Guyton. I mean, I'm not a big Tyler Guyton fan. And honestly, I hope Nate Thomas takes his spot because Nate Thomas, he shut Micah Parsons completely down.
Yeah.
And then I kind of disagree with that sack thing because it was funny is when they were interviewing Dak at the end of the game, they said, you know, they gave Micah that sack. He said, what? They gave Micah that sack? He said, that wasn't a sack. He said, but hey, they want to give it to him, let him have it.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole bit. But and then what really got me was at the end of the game that they were talking about, I guess Micah was looking for Dak. Dak wasn't even trying to hear it. He just kept on going to the locker room.
Yeah, they actually did meet up with each other before he went to the locker room.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I saw the video on it. Yeah, him and Dak met up, hugged, and smiled and everything. Yeah. I think they like him overall. I think they Michael let it get
honestly,
personal.
I want to see what. I want to see First Take tomorrow with Stephen A. See what Stephen A. has to say about this game because he was all about Micah this, Micah that, Micah this, and it was crazy because even the commentator said that Micah hadn't had a sack all year. He's had like half sacks, all year, you know, in the whole bit, and then all of a sudden, all this happened, and then I seen the post game show with Brian Schottenheimer, you know, and the whole bit, and he said, well, you know, we planned to stop Micah, we did that, but I mean, Schottenheimer was kind of disgusted in a lot of areas, you know, and all that. And he's like, you know, we got to play better. But his main thing was the penalties. That's what really killed us was the penalties.
It hurt him bad.
Penalty
kept Green Bay in the game. Kept drives
honestly,
going and everything.
Because if Leofow wouldn't have done that stupid penalty, we would have won that game.
Yeah, I think so.
We would have really won that game. But honestly, I think the biggest game changer in the game was that blocked field goal by Warnier Thomas and Marquise Bell running it all the way back. When I seen that, I was like, that was a momentum shift right there.
Yeah.
That really was. Even though it was in the first half, I was like, that was a momentum shift. I was like, because now what that's going to do is that's going to ignite the Cowboys and want to go out there and play a lot harder.
Yeah.
You know, but let me get off here because I know that there's probably other people waiting to call.
Yeah, we got some more
and everything,
people waiting.
but it was good to talk to you.
Appreciate you
It was
supporting.
good to talk to you, and I hope you keep doing this phone call stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get this as a regular part of our show going forward.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Well, I appreciate you, Chris.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah, no problem.
God bless.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that call. Yep. All right, let's get another one in. Let me read a couple comments, then we're going to get another one in. Newhouse fam, I was thinking the same thing. Micah Parsons would rather be on Dallas. I believe it. I think it kind of hit him towards the end. I think he'd rather be on the Dallas Cowboys. The Big Rambowski, he said, I can understand wanting a tribute done. He said, but when a player has spent all of his career with a team and moved on to another team to finish his career with, but Micah is 26 years old. Yep. Exactly. Micah's too young, way too young for the Cowboys to be doing some kind of tribute. Played here only 4 years. I mean, it would be different if he was older and maybe he contributed to some kind of Super Bowl run. That'd be different. But yeah, it's way too premature. All right, let's get a few more calls in tonight. All right, who am I speaking to? All right, you on Let's Talk Cowboys. Who am I talking to tonight?
Hello?
Yes, sir. You on Let's Talk Cowboys. Who I'm talking to tonight?
This is Kevin Grimsley. I go by Doomsday Cowboys.
Doomsday. What's up, Doomsday?
What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
What you think about the game tonight?
Man, I just got a few quick points and I'll be off here. Man, that offensive line. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I want to see TJ. I have to give credit to TJ Bass played a good game.
Yes, he did. Bass and Hoffman, I thought, played well.
Yeah, and yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, Hoffman played well, and Nate Thomas. Woo, man, he was out there on an island with Micah. Man, he shut him down.
Man, somebody getting their place taken. Either Steele or Guyton.
Yes, sir.
Somebody getting their place taken.
Man, I really don't even want to talk about this sorry defense, but
what you think about Sanborn?
I thought Diggs made some good. Oh man, that guy needs to go. There's just no, and I pray for the life of me that Flus doesn't play him over Overshow when he comes back. Surely he's not.
Oh no.
Surely he's smarter than that.
No. The issue is what is he gonna do about Maurice Leofau, because you'll have Damone Clark, Jack Sanborn. I'm sure Kenneth Murray will still play. So who are you gonna pick between Sanborn, Damone Clark, and Leofau? That's gonna be the question. Who does he pick?
Man, if it was me, I think I'd roll with Overshown and Murray and Leofau.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a lethal linebacking core.
And maybe alternate in Shamar James between those other two of Leofau and Murray.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and this secondary, man, it's just so bad. I hate to say it, but sometimes I think Mike Nolan would have done a better job, man. This Flus, this is bad. This is the worst. I've been a Cowboys fan all my life, and it's bad.
I can't really figure out what is the communication issue, because it still didn't seem to work tonight. I mean, at the beginning of the game, I think it was Elam that had two receivers. He was basically in the middle of two receivers. I'm like, how did that happen? It just made no sense to me.
No, it didn't. And another thing that really got to me, on that 4th and 6, where all we had to have is that one play to win the game in overtime. And why in the world would Flus not blitz on that play? Get up and play, man. I play football, right? Get up and play press coverage and blitz. Man, you got to be aggressive on that 4th and 6. That's all you need is one play.
Yeah. I think the secondary's got to get their hands on the
I just didn't understand that. Yeah.
I think they got to get him a lot more aggressive.
I know he's not. Yes, sir. And, and Diggs, I know his knee is not completely where it needs to be, but Diggs plays good in press coverage. I mean, he's a press kind of corner,
Yeah.
I think.
I tell you what, man, to bench him and let Elam start, oh, my gosh, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, and when Hooker went out, I said, man, now I was telling me and my son were watching. I was like, man, we get to see Wanye Thomas now. I was not disappointed at all. Man. I didn't want to see him get hurt, but I was like,
either.
Man.
But, a lot of people, I think a lot of people probably felt it because they was like, okay, maybe this is the only way we get the substitutions that we need. Because when Miles Sanders went down, I'm like, okay, this means we'll probably see Jaden Blue next week. It's sad that has to happen for these guys to make the changes.
Yes, sir, it does. And, man, Blue would be, my son was asking me, he's like, man, Dad, is Blue playing? I was like, they said he's active. And then they come out and said he wasn't. I was like, man, that's just disappointing.
I think that's why they elevated Cropper. They elevated Cropper to take the place of Hunter Lipke on the special teams. I think that's why they brought Cropper up. They didn't bring Cropper necessarily to back up because that was Flanoy. They got Cropper, I think, to also play where Lipke, at least that's what I'm thinking. Because Brian Schottenheimer did exactly what I said with Hunter Lipke. And I hope he goes with this game plan going forward. Man, let this dude play 25 snaps as the fullback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I thought Shotty was a little bit vanilla at first, but I will give him credit. He adjusted really well. He started using more motion and stuff. And I thought Shotty really, really just blew it open, man. I guess he got tired of playing around with him. So he just,
Yeah, he definitely got warmed up. And he started calling the game really good as the game got going. So, yeah, he did his thing as the game kept going. So I was happy.
Yes, sir. And it looked like he was over talking to Flus, too. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested to know what that was about. I bet he was over there telling him, hey, we need to get something together.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian's going to be good.
So,
Brian's going to be
good. But anyway, man. Yeah, I'll look for the Cowboys, man, the next 2 years. I'm just waiting on that 6th Super Bowl, man. I think they're going to really be aggressive.
Yeah, I think they get it next year.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, Mr. Doomsday.
Well, man, hey, God bless you, man.
You too.
Yes, sir, Doomsday.
All righty. You have a good night.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
You too, man. We're off to the Jets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God bless.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, appreciate the call. Daggy said his head was hurting with all the constant scoring. Yeah, it was good game overall. Yeah, Flanoy and Tolbert were both good. Both good. Nelly, they know doggone well there was no more seconds on the clock. Even when they tried to show the replay, did you notice how they cut away from it real quick? They didn't follow the play all the way up. Jordan Love made a bonehead mistake, and it makes me wonder, what does this mean for Vegas? Because, man, ain't no way. They know doggone well. They know doggone well that time ran off their clock. All right, let's get another caller in. All right, who am I speaking to?
Hello, this is Bruce.
What's going on,
Bruce? Let me
Bruce?
get you off speaker here. I'm sorry.
All right, what's your YouTube handle?
I'm doing something. Hey, Bruce S. Call me Bruce Wayne.
Bruce S., not Bruce Wayne. What's going on? Yes, sir. What's going on?
Yes, sir. I'm glad to talk to you. I just want to, before I say anything else, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate what you do for Cowboy fans, man. You put in some long hours.
Man,
and you put out some good wisdom.
God be the glory. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Cowboys Nation and you too.
Yes, sir, man. It's just, I don't know what to say. All I can say is Green Bay fans are feeling the same way. They let one go too, you know.
Yeah.
So, man, we were 1 second away. 1 second. Hey, do you remember that? Of course you remember this. The Green Bay game where they came to AT&T and Dak Prescott ran out of time in the fourth quarter. The official got in the way. He was slow putting the ball down. At the play before that, Dak made a scramble, ran about 10 yards. They had the ball they had to make a touchdown to win, and they had the ball on the 20-yard line, but the clock ran out on them.
Okay.
That's the game that Stephen A. likes to play all the people crying. Yeah, well, I think the head official in this game was the same one.
My wife said the same thing.
That's him. And you know where he works full time in New York?
Where?
He works for Goldman Sachs.
Wow.
Goldman Sachs. Yeah.
Man, I was
don't know. I'm not
laughing.
saying it's fixed.
I told my wife, I said, I wonder
man.
if Vegas had called down to them referees and told them they wanted that tie, because I wonder what that tie gets them.
I don't know.
Vegas got rich tonight because if you would have betted a lot of money on the Cowboys, shoot, you probably could have, retired tonight.
Yeah, I didn't follow the odds on this game. They probably had us as underdogs, right?
Oh, yeah. Everybody said the Cowboys were going to lose. I don't know if anybody that thought the Cowboys were going to win.
Man, what a waste of effort. What Dak Prescott, man, he balled out. The Hall of Fame accuracy and just decision making. He didn't throw no bad passes. He threw some away, but he didn't throw any into danger. And he zipped some in there in some windows. And man, this Dak Prescott he's got to be the best playing right now. I don't know. Josh Allen maybe, but man, I feel sorry for him. He put up 40 points. He still can't win. I mean, what the heck is that, man? Answer me this before I go. I got it. Yeah, answer me this. This unnecessary roughness call. That Hawaiian guy, I think he's a rookie, or he just ended up on the team.
Yeah, Morris Leofow, yeah.
Yeah, Leofow. If Jimmy Johnson was on the sideline, or Parcells, he would have fired him up. You know, these coaches, I guess they're afraid. I guess they're afraid of saying anything. They're just not that way. It's just the new NFL. I just kind of, what's going on here, man? Really.
They took him out. They took him out for a minute, but they let him back in the game.
Yeah, they had to probably. They had to. I don't know, man. I know I got no confidence in Eberflus. His scheme or whatever. It's just zone. I mean, come on. There's gaps in those zones, and they're finding them.
I'm starting to wonder, though, man. As I look at them, I'm really starting to wonder if this is a player thing. They just don't seem to know where to be in this defense sometimes, and they get lost in it. They seem to get lost in it. I don't know, because it just don't seem like what he's running is that difficult. Again, you think about Kyrie Elam. Who gives a wide receiver the inside in the end zone knowing you have no linebacker help over there, no safety help? I do not understand that one. I mean, Dobbs going to get that touchdown 100 times out of 100 if you're going to give him the inside and there's nobody back there to help inside.
Yeah, you're right. But I got to give it to Diggs. I framed him on the last super chat I sent the other day that he wasn't trying and he wasn't tackling. He was tackling, and he was doing what he had to do coming off that injury. I got to give it to him. He did play his heart out, at least from what I saw.
Yeah, I thought he played well.
So let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. If it comes down to the last game of the season, and it's over with, and there's a playoff seeding, and the Cowboys don't make the playoffs by half a game, man, the whole season would be a waste.
Well, the first thing is they could make the playoffs by half a game too.
Yeah, that's true too.
Never know.
Let's see what happens.
But that tie, boy, I tell you, that tie makes you feel different. Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Bruce.
I appreciate you too.
All right, man. Later. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, appreciate you. Let's get us another caller in. All right, who we talking to? All right, who we talking to tonight? All right, looks like that one is not going to work. Probably stayed on hold a little too long. Let's see here. All right, who we talking to?
What's up, G?
What's going on? Who we talking to?
This is Mo in San Diego. How are you?
What's going on? What's your YouTube handle?
I think it's Mo White 5655 I can't even.
All right.
I can't remember.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you. So it's interesting. Like I actually just I'm launching my channel myself here, myself and my partner. So
cool.
We're trying to get into. Yeah, we're trying to get into the game here. We just launched it a couple of weeks ago. So it's different when I watch the games now because I'm looking at it in in a sense of taking notes and getting details and looking at different inflection points in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit different, but I'm still a fan and I'm still watching it in that aspect too. You know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute, hold on a second. What's the name of your new channel?
During the game, you know what though? When you say, huh?
What's the name of your new channel?
Oh, it's called the H&M Sports Academy. So it's a YouTube handle is HM Sports Academy. And
okay.
So we're covering the Cowboys. We're also covering the Chicago Bears. My partner is a Bears guy, and then we do some NBA stuff too. But so but right now we're heavy NFL, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. HM Sports Academy. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to HM Sports Academy.
Yeah.
Let's get that thing going.
At HM Sports Academy, and my name is Mo, and I appreciate the plug. But I like your content. I like your page. I like your setup and stuff. So I'm just learning a lot. And I thought I'd jump in and give a call. I know you just started taking phone calls, but I wanted to comment on the game too. And I took some notes on some of this. Some of the things that kind of jumped out at me. Obviously, when I look at a game, it's like offense, defense, special teams, right? And to me, if you're going to win a game, you got to win 2 out of the 3 in most situations in order to win the game. And this is kind of to form. We did well on special teams and we did well on offense.
Yeah.
And we struggled with the defense. But if I'm to be honest, I think we still made an improvement on defense this game relative to the last game. I think if we played this well, we would have beat, Chicago last week. Had we been able to play this game, because that would have given the offense an opportunity to level up and kind of get their legs up under them. This game started out 13 to what was it? I'm sorry, it was 13-2. I mean, by halftime, we were kind of buried versus the Chicago Bears, and this time, we were actually winning. So to me, I'm not asking this defense to become the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens. I just can we get you to 18th? Can we get you to 20th? Can we get you to 16th? If we can get that out of our defense, and they holding teams to 22 points, 22, this offense will just light you up. And Butter Aubrey is almost going to make every field goal, anything inside, once he crosses the 50-yard line. So we become a hard team to beat if this defense can just get a little bit better.
I agree. I said last night, I said tonight, if they could just be ranked number 20, this is a Super Bowl team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just being ranked number 20 on defense.
Seriously. And so
So let me ask you this. You saw what Clowney did. You saw what Bland did. And I think Bland was rusty, you know what I'm saying, and they went after him. But to me, the way Bland gave up some plays is a little bit different than the way Elam did. Elam was out of position. He had bad leverage. He was outflanked. He took bad angles. Bland was in the play. He was, sometimes he got beat because the ball was just a great ball and the receiver, kind of bested him. Even on the big play at the beginning of the game, he was out there fighting for that, and he just kind of gave it up. But to me, Bland will close that gap in a week or two, and he'll get better. But to me, I'm really concerned about Elam. I'm looking at Reddy Stewart, Elam. I'm looking at Diggs, and then I'm waiting for Ravel and Butler to come back.
Yeah.
And if we can get that going along with some decent safety play, then this defense can actually be competitive because everybody don't have Jordan Love and Jacobs in the backfield and everything.
Yeah, I agree. Again, if we could just get the defense, man, if we could just get the defense to 20, woo, boy, we'd be ready to go.
Yeah.
And you know what I do agree.
Gosh. I mean,
Oh, go ahead, keep going.
No. I agree. I agree with you, and I just see a situation where the offense has the opposing team's offense has so much pressure on them to keep pace with Dak, and then the way we can run the ball. Green Bay has an excellent front, and it didn't matter. We still ran the ball, and we still ran it with conviction. And this is without two starters at offensive line. You get that offensive line started, and you start running that ball downhill. If your offense is not scoring on almost every possession, you're going to run out of time against this team trying to keep up with Dak, because Dak is so efficient right now. I mean, I was just so impressed. I mean, he just made the right decision. And once again, we went into this game, most people saying that Green Bay's defense is suffocating and it's lights out, and it just did not matter.
Nope. Them boys were ready, man. Boy, them boys was ready for real, though. Them boys was ready.
Listen. It was a tie. We know what happened at the end of the game with the time and so forth. But I gotta say, there were opportunities. To be honest, the defense really was poor against those screens, those dump offs.
Oh, man, we gotta fix that.
Somebody come up and make a tackle.
We have got to fix that. Chicago gutted us with it. Matt LaFleur came out and did the same thing Chicago did. Hit them on them edges.
Yeah, it just we didn't give it up over the top as bad this time, so that was corrected. That was much better. We didn't give up 50,000 yards over the top for easy touchdowns, but we still let them sustain drives and get out of third and longs and third and tough situations, because they just dumped it over to the flats to Jacobs or to the other running back and still got it. And I'm like, dude, if y'all can come up and tackle on that, that's what Fluce's defense is supposed to look like. You get down, you third and long, you make you jump off sides. You have a false start or a hold, and now it's third and long. Then you come up, you make a tackle, and you get off the field. And if you do that a couple of times with this offense, you're not going to be able to keep up. That's the way it's supposed to work.
That's it. Yeah, I agree. I think what kept them going too were the defense made some dumb penalties.
Listen, okay, so I got this is my last statement here. Okay, so Maris Leofow, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a gift and he was a curse. We know that the penalty, the late hit and stuff. I mean, that was egregious. That was over the top. But I will say this: to me, when Matthew Golden caught that punt, and he almost took his head off. I am telling you, that fired that defense up because right after that, right after that, the Green Bay got that ball. He almost knocked Golden out, and then they gave Ezeraku another penalty because he hit Golden again, and that was a clean, legal, safe hit. It was just really, really hard, and they tried to say he drove him to the ground. But that's when that defense started like saying, okay, enough of this BS. Let's get out here and start getting after people. So Leopold, for everything that he did wrong as a young player over the top, I will say this, he came out with an edge, and he laid some wood out there. I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah. And you know what? I'd rather have him on the field.
Correct.
Yeah,
because
I still want him.
He will probably clean up the negative stuff, but you see what he can give you on the positive side.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%.
That's why I listen to you.
Yes, sir. But hey, man, I appreciate you. We got a few more waiting tonight. We're gonna
yes, sir.
make sure
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. This is gonna become a regular part. So I look forward to you calling in again.
I will, sir. Thank you.
All right, you have a good night.
You too, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, man, let's get a couple more calls in here tonight. I got about 5 waiting, so I appreciate y'all calling in tonight. Let's get some more. Give me that YouTube handle and give me your name. Let's go. All right, you on Let's Talk Cowboys. Who we talking to? All right, who we talking to tonight? All right, I'm pretty sure you might have been on hold. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Who we got on the? Who we got on here tonight?
AG, it's Miss Matrix. How are you?
What's going on, Miss Matrix?
Hey. So, I just had to get a few things off my chest. Appreciate you letting me hop on here. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the tie. I mean, I'm really not. Yeah, but just a couple things. Like, so number 57 needs to retire. I can't even speak that man's name. Retire. By choice or by force? I'm just over number 57. He's got to go. Oh, and then you asked earlier.
Jack
Sanborn. He's got to go. Yes. That's who we cannot speak of, right?
Well,
you asked earlier.
Miss Matrix, I renamed him. I don't call him Jack Sanborn. I call him Jack Quicksand.
Oh, my God. That's what he act like he in. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But then you did ask earlier, who is more at fault? Are we blaming flus? Or are we blaming personnel? I'm going to put it on more. It's some of the personnel, but I'm going to put it on flus because we've seen these guys play so much better in different schemes. These are the same guys. Yeah, Bills gave up Elam, real quick because he's not okay. He's a one player. We've seen the majority of these players play so much better in different schemes. In DQ, even in Zimmers, they did not look this bad. And also, why is he not starting Bell at safety? Like every time we see Bell, the boy is balling. Why are we not seeing him and Wanye Thomas starting? Every time we see these guys, they balling, but they not starting. So I'm putting this on flus.
Do you know that Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell might have very well turned the game around?
All the way around, just in one play.
Wanye Thomas blocked it. Marquise Bell gets it and returns it.
Brought it back. Bring it home. Just that simple, but so I'm going to put it on flus because what are you doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So it is something on personnel, which is why I was going to ask, like, these get cooked on a couple plays. I'm not gonna lie. We saw him get cooked, but then he made a couple key plays too. Yeah. So are we gonna credit Are we gonna credit Diggs or are we gonna discredit Diggs and we gonna bash him? I don't know. I know a lot of people on the fence. You know, I want to see what you thought about that.
I tell you
So,
what.
and then I also wanted to.
I tell you what. I did not agree with them not starting Diggs. Diggs is better than Elam.
Yeah.
Diggs is better than
In
Elam.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Diggs over Elam. Elam is getting cooked like this man is getting cooked like burnt fish.
It is in dirty grease. So it's terrible. Like, I just don't understand what this defense is doing, and it's just so frustrating. It is just so frustrating because our offense is fire.
Yes.
And our defense just not, like, I don't care how good y'all are. Dak Prescott can play like Tom Mahomes or Patrick Brady. I don't care. With this defense, it's not going to matter.
You're right.
It's not going to matter. It's just not. So the defense is going to have to get it together. And lastly, I do want to know what you think. Why did Shawty not go for it on 4th and go in OT? Was that a I don't trust the offense, or was that a I don't trust the defense?
I think
what you think, G? Please let me know. I'm gonna hop off here and listen. I'm gonna hop back in these comments.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. God bless you. My sister, Miss Matrix. Appreciate you calling in. Let me comment on your last comment. Well, all three. Jack Quicksand. He no longer gets the name Jack Sanborn. He is officially Jack Quicksand. Jack Sanborn is so slow, it's ridiculous. Man, missed tackles, bad angles. I mean, you name it, this dude is doing it. Jack Quicksand got to be replaced. I did not appreciate them starting Elam over Diggs. I don't know what's going on with that. Diggs, I thought Diggs played pretty good. But Elam, this dude getting burnt like burnt fish. No. Elam, every defense out there, every offense out there is going to attack Elam. And then I think the last one was what Miss Matrix, remind me of the last one. Because I want to make sure I get the last one, because that's the one I really want to comment on. But I'm telling you, they have got to do something, because Dak Prescott is playing at a level that is is insane. Dak Prescott may very well be the best quarterback in the league right now. I don't think there's anybody playing quarterback better than Dak Prescott right now, maybe other than Josh Allen. This dude is balling. Dak Prescott is absolutely balling. But Miss Matrix, remind me of the last question. I want to make sure I address that one too. Yeah, remind me of the last question. But yeah, the Cowboys have they've got to get this thing. They got to get this thing right. All right, Miss Matrix, put that last question in the chat, and then let me get a couple more callers here. All right, who are we talking to?
What's going on, G?
What's going on?
What's going on, G? This is Seabass.
Seabass, what's up, man?
You used to refer to me as Seabass all the time. I try to correct you in the chat, but this Seabass, what's going on, partner?
Seabass, I got you. What's up? You like to fish or something?
Yeah, like the fish.
Okay, but do you like to fish though?
No, I don't fish at all.
Me
I
neither.
thought you meant like the fish.
Me neither. I don't fish either. What's going on, man? Hey, tell me about these Cowboys, man. What you think today?
Well, I was horrified, mortified. I had a heart attack. I had a stroke. I had a heat stroke. I need a new TV. I'm not going to make it to Black Friday. But, yeah, how about you?
Boy, hey, you know what, man? The New York Giants game kind of prepared me for it. But I can tell you this, I thought I was going to take my wife to the emergency room.
I heard you say that, yeah. My
Well,
lady
she was
was in
just
the
like
room
you.
watching it, too. She had to calm me down, hand me another beer, sit me down, tell me everything was okay.
Man, my wife was the same way, boy. Man, me and my boys, me and my sons, boy, we had to calm her down, boy. She's just, man, blood pressure up and down. Man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad.
I want to tell you something, G. I want to tell you something. If Dak were to get Lamb and Pickens on the field at the same time with Blue and Turco,
yes.
What do you think that looks like?
Woo! Fire.
Because it looks like what it's looked like versus better teams, we've seen them perform better. But mediocre and inferior teams, we've seen them perform less. And so if you get all those guys on the field at once, that's a recipe for disaster for any opposing defense in this league. Now, if you shore up the defense, because I saw Clowney and Houston make monstrous plays, if you shore up that defense and your buyers by the trade deadline come November, you go out there and you make some good selections, and I mean some solid selections, maybe a safety, maybe another defensive tackle, you can really be talking about one of those top contending teams that's in the Final Four.
Yes, sir. I'm really wondering what
I'm really looking forward to
gonna look like.
That's what I was just about to say, the same thing. I'm looking forward to seeing Shamar, Rebel, Blue, Maffa. I need Overshown to get back. We need Agent Zero out there on the prowl. We got to get these ancillary pieces back on the field, moving and grooving so that we can, we can dominate. Like, I know this defense can. I'm not really rocking with Eberflus. I think his scheme is too much. I think he made this scheme in mind of having Parsons in the scheme.
I agree.
But this isn't we obviously have to make the adjustments now. And we're 4 weeks in, and we've seen what we've seen. We're able to put 40 on them boys. So if we can do that to the better teams, you just need to shore up your defense, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, and you know
what? What do you think?
This doggone James Houston, Jadeveon Clowney, this is exactly how I wanted it. James Houston, Jadeveon Clowney with Donovan Ezeraku alternating. Man, they got something with those three. They got something with them three.
41 and 35, we're dropping bodies out there, making bodies turn cold out there.
Yeah.
I know 35 had that penalty, but I'll take that over slow feet Sanborn who don't eat. I'm sick of seeing 59 and 57 out there. These guys are not getting it done. But I just don't see that they have the dog in them. It shouldn't be about favoritism. And I think that Eberflus is using a lot of favoritism as he approaches this roster because we can clearly see that there are better guys out there on the damn field.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think tonight Sanborn got exposed so bad. Nah, they're going to tell him, even if he don't want to do it. They're going to tell him, I believe, Sanborn can't start no more. I believe somebody going to tell him. I do. I believe somebody going to tell him.
Somebody ought to say the same thing. Somebody ought to say the same thing to Elam.
I think Elam going to get sit down too. If I were the Cowboys, honestly, I would go out and get Stephon Gilmore.
I don't know why they have refused to do this thus far, but I've heard rumors from Cowboys content creators. I've heard it from reporters that Stephon Gilmore can't run. I don't know what that means.
Well, Elam can't run either.
Whatever Elam's doing, Gilmore can't be much worse.
What you got to lose?
He's just sitting on the couch right now. We might as well give him a call.
Man, what you got to lose, boy? This dude, Elam, is getting burnt like burnt eggs, boy. It's bad. It's bad. Boy, I know it's bad when my wife is saying he bad.
And I thought Tolbert and Flanoy stepped up mightily in moments when they were called upon. Tolbert still had some mistakes, but Tolbert stepped up in that play, and we should have capitalized on that opportunity. We should have punched it in.
We screwed that one up.
Rock. I don't know why we didn't run the rock.
Shout out to Lisa Worley. Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Tolbert looked good, Lisa Worley. But you know what, though, Seabass? You know where Jalen Tolbert really looked good? Was in the blocking game. I was watching this dude in the run game.
I thought so too.
Whoa, this dude was blocking. I was like, I see you, Tolbert.
I put that in your chat. I said Tolbert actually made a decent block on that run play.
Man, he was blocking, man. I think I saw at least 3 great blocks from Tolbert. That ball was blocking, man.
I didn't know the boy had it in him.
Yeah.
I did not know he had that.
Yeah. He was doing his thing tonight, man. I think that's one of the reasons I think Dak trusts him. Now I do think
Dak
on the
trusts
first
both
pass,
Ferguson and Tolbert.
Yeah, I do think on the one pass though that Dak went over the top to Tolbert, and Tolbert moved inside. I thought a little too quick. George Pickens was wide open running up the left sideline. Woo, boy. If Dak would have hit him.
There were a couple of plays where there were some players left wide open. Turpin and Pickens were wide open on a couple of plays.
Ooh, man.
And it's like it really exploits the fact that Turpin is a weapon. And it really exploits the fact that now Prescott and Pickens have developed that chemistry that they were lacking in the first two games.
Yes.
Now they're starting picking that up. Pickens is balling. Now you get that back with Lamb, and like I mentioned earlier, all those other ancillary pieces. I don't know any team that's got a defense to contend with that many pieces.
Me neither. Man, if I was Jerry, I'd be on the phone tomorrow.
Oh, go ahead.
If I was Jerry, I'd be on the phone tomorrow.
You know them phone lines ain't working.
I'm getting Pickens' deal done. I don't need to see a whole lot.
I think they might franchise tag him.
Man, I hope not. I hope they go ahead and get this dude for about 3 years, and then we just wrap this whole thing up with him. Don't even worry about it no more, and get in that draft and really get us some more defensive pieces. I really think they need to focus on defense next year with everything they got. I mean, bring in some real good pieces in free agency and in the draft again. Use those 2 first rounders. I don't care if you have to trade back and get 2 or 3 more number 2s. Do what you got to do, but bring in a show enough defense in here.
Jerry should see already that he's got the offense that can contend for a championship.
Yes.
Jerry should also be able to see that with a little bit of tweaks, this defense can do things to contending teams. You just need to get those guys back who are not healthy. You need to get those guys back, and you need to add additions to this team. I would use some of those picks to go out and be buyers before the November trade line. I think he is. Definitely in the 2026 draft shore up this defense in all of its holes with younger kids.
Yeah, I think Jerry's going to do something in free agency. I do. I think before the trade deadline, I think he's going to do something. I don't know what, but I think he's going to do something. I think they're going to take another couple of games to see what they have, because I think it'll be right after the bye week or during the bye week when that trade deadline hit. I think they're going to do something. I do.
And I don't mean just something up on the front D line, because I think the D line is showing signs of improvement. They're showing signs of life. I mean on the back end. Those secondaries are not playing in the perimeter very well. And the linebacker core, man, I think the linebacker core can be fixed up by guys that we have internally. But the secondary, I'm at a loss for Donovan and Hooker. I'm at a true loss for them. I think that their days are behind them. You know, every time there's some big play for the opposing team, you find that it is Hooker or Dono at the end of it, and it's just so aggravating. Like, what are you guys doing? Why are you playing 15 yards off the ball? Like, I can understand people want to blame Eberflus, and I'm the number one person to blame Eberflus.
Yeah.
But, like, at some point you got to look at the players and understand, like, why are y'all 15 yards off the damn line? Why are you 15 yards off the ball? You got to move up.
Makes no sense. Doomsday Cowboys, Doomsday just reported that he just looked it up. The Cowboys are the number 1 ranked team in offense and the number 32 team in defense.
And that's without specific guys. We don't even have Blue or Maffa back yet. We don't even have Lamb back in the fold. This is what I'm saying. And Ferg has to get himself back up. You get this team back to what that offense could be. You get those guys on the field. Ain't a dang team in the league that's going to stop that offense. You might. I said this before the season started. I said it in the offseason. We might be one of those teams that has to completely score to the very last second because our defense is very suspect.
Yes, especially this first half of the season.
And the back half of the season ain't going to get any easier, G. Just to, to be frank with you, it's not going to get any easier. So
we got to take care of business over the next 6 games. We need to win. I think it's the next 5 games. We need to win against the Jets. We need to win against the Panthers. We need to win against the Cardinals, the Raiders. We need those games because we don't want to get to the back end.
And Genty is actually starting to turn it up.
Yeah, because see, we don't want to get to the back end, and then our defense gets better, but then we're almost already eliminated by just losing 1 game. Now we need to start racking up some wins so when we get to that back end, we'll be good to go.
I think I'll end it on this note. I think the offense is well-rounded. We're not flat, and we were flat before. You have 2 solid number 1 wide receivers. Then you got Turpin, who's like literally a number 2. And you got Tolbert, who's stepping it up. You got Ferg, who's stepping it up. And then the running backs, Javonte. My God, Javonte. That man is a grown man out there. That man is moving dudes. He's carrying dudes like a purse, like a satchel, like a fanny pack. He's carrying dudes. And then you add, you change the pace with Blue. You change the pace with – I'm not real sold on Sanders, and that's that. But you can put in Malik if we got Malik still. It's just the running back, wide receiver, whole offense unit is it. That's what we're going to have to lean forward on, and that's all I got for you, G. I'll let you go.
I appreciate you, C. Bass.
Let's go, Cowboys. Peace out, G.
Amen.
Nice talking to you. Appreciate you having me on.
Appreciate you.
Amen.
Man, let me tell you. So I've been calling C. Bass. I've been calling C. Bass C. Bass. Okay. C. Bass. I got you. Man, I appreciate you. I'm glad to match these voices up with the names. All right, so let's see. We got a few more callers in here. Let's get another call in. All right, who we rocking with tonight? Rajay, you said, are you tripping or did the Packers didn't respect GP with double teams? Well, what they did was they tried to run single high safety on it. Yeah, they tried to run single high safety, and the reason why they ran single high safety is that they knew the Cowboys were going to run the ball. All right, I think the caller had already, let me see. Caller might have hung up already. I'm going to give it just another couple of seconds. All right, got another call. Let's see. All right. Wait.
Hello.
Wait a minute, hold on just a second. All right, who am I talking to?
Hey, G, it's Robert. My name's Robert Thomas on the.
Robert Thomas, what's going on with you? Yes, sir.
Hey,
good to hear your voice.
Hey, first of all, I want to say thanks for doing what you're doing for all of us out here, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your support.
Hey, I don't want to beat a dead horse on our defense. Everybody knows we got some problems in the back, man. I'm telling you.
Boy, we got some bad problems on that back end, man.
What I don't understand is why they didn't call up Gilmore.
Yeah. I really want them to sign
and got
Gilmore.
him back on the. Yeah, I wish they would have did it early. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of late now. You got to get the guy in there. You got to get him used to what's going on with the flu deal on the defense, and take him a few games to get going back into it. So I think they waited too long, man.
Yeah, they might have waited too long, but he's a veteran. You call him in, he'd probably be ready to go in the game. Maybe 2 games, he'd be ready to go. I say even if you get him for the back end of the
player,
season.
Man.
Yeah. Even if you get him for the back end of the season, I say bring him in, and he'd be ready by the time you got Overshown and those guys back.
Oh, man, that would be awesome. Another thing, I don't know why in the heck we're not playing James in front of Sanborn, but I can kind of understand Flus that's one of his favorite guys, so he ain't going to pull him out of there, I don't think.
Somebody going to have to make him do it. People are going to talk so bad about Sanborn. I think he's going to make him do it.
Yeah. Hey, you remember back in the day when Houston Oilers' Buddy Ryan, when he went after the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that the Houston Oilers. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I believe Buddy Ryan put in a defensive play and made a big stop, and then the offensive coordinator called some stupid play and cost him the game, and Buddy Ryan went after him, threw a punch at him. That's what's going to happen with Shoddy here pretty soon if Flus don't get his crap together.
Yeah, man, Flus, woo. And again, I wonder though, Robert, is it all Flus? Because I'm like, around the same time last year, we were having the same conversation about the defense not picking up the defensive scheme. And then on Thanksgiving Day, Micah Parsons says, yeah, we finally got the scheme. On Thanksgiving, we might be headed towards the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's all him. It's the players that are involved in that too, for sure.
Yeah, it seems like some of this
I can tell you one
players.
thing. Our offense balled out today. That's for sure.
Yes, especially Dak Prescott. Golly, this dude here balled out, man. 4 touchdowns.
Well, I was surprised. I was happy and surprised that our offensive line did pretty dang good out there, man.
Man, let me tell you something. Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass could start on other teams. Them dudes could start on other teams. They're not going to be able to keep holding them.
Oh,
they're
no
good
doubt about
players.
it, for sure.
Especially Brock Hoffman, man. He's a dog.
Oh, yeah. You got that right. Hey, I got one more thing to say, and I'll let you go because I know there might be some other people out there that want to get on here. I don't understand why they're not investigating these refs on some of these crucial games when they're calling them, because they've known about some of these refs on how they call some of these games that cost other teams games. You know what I'm saying? Why don't they investigate these things when it comes down to this? Because that clock ran out, man. I don't care what anybody says.
They know it ran out. That's why they wouldn't do the replay. They wouldn't finish.
Yeah,
the
they
replay.
wouldn't show the clock.
Yeah, they knew it ran out.
Yeah, they wouldn't show it because they didn't want anybody to see.
Yeah, the NFL helped them out. There's no doubt about it. Now, the NFL, I won't be shocked if they come back. They might come back in a week or two and say the clock ran out. Well, it don't matter now. You already let it run out.
Exactly. Yeah. And I can't say it's all the refs' fault because our defense we got burned pretty good. But I tell you what, I was all over getting on Diggs' butt, but he played pretty dang good tonight. I'd give him that.
Yeah, he wasn't bad at all tonight. Yeah, he was not bad at all. I'll give it to him.
And man, those catches our receivers made were unbelievable.
Yes, sir. Them boys are nice, man. I'm telling you. The Cowboys got an offensive squad that's second to none.
Oh, yeah, and Dak knows where to put that dang ball, man.
Yeah, he balled out, man. I'm telling you. Boy, man, Dak is playing so good. They have got to get this team on the right track. They do. They just got to get this team on the right track.
Yeah, like one of your earlier callers said, what's Dak feeling like, man? He put up 40 points. What does he got to do to win a game?
Twice. Second time he's put up 40 points.
Yeah.
First time he won, but this one here he lost. I mean, I don't understand how do you put up 40 points and lose. Woo! Boy, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. If he keeps playing like this, he could be an MVP candidate if he keeps going the way he's going.
Yeah, and especially the way Lamar Jackson has looked the last couple of games. Dak Prescott may run away with this thing, or at least it may be him and Josh Allen in the running.
Yeah, I think those are probably the two good quarterbacks, and since he lost their quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
so they were looking forward to him doing an outstanding year this year. But now that he's out, and Jackson's having some problems, it looks like this year.
Bad problems, bad problems. 1-3.
Yeah. Yep. All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you go. G, I appreciate you, man. God bless.
God bless you too, Robert Thomas.
All right. Go Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. All right, let's take a few more calls. All right, who we rocking with tonight? Who we rocking with tonight?
Gee, thanks for staying up almost 2 o'clock in the morning. This is the lunatic. How you doing, mi hermano?
What's going on? I see you.
Listen, for all the people that want quicksand out, remember this: coaches want to slow death. They don't want to quick over the top like we had versus other teams. So they will trust them because at least he's going in the right direction. The eye candy, the misdirection doesn't get him as much. He ain't going to get there, but at least he's going in the right direction. That's why these coaches trust those players. And now, going on trust, DLLS, Clarence Hill saying, hey, our boy Jade Blue knew he was going to be inactive, so where was he Saturday night? He was at the state fair. That is not how you show your coaching staff that you are all about playing football, that you want to get into the game somehow. Hell, we had a person guarding Dez 24/7 so he wouldn't get any trouble. We can't get a goddamn tutor for his speed to get him on the field, but luckily, well, unluckily for us, Sanders looks like to be injured. Looks like another ankle. So hopefully Blue will get on the field this time, and you know what they're going to do? Whenever they see him, they're just going to blitz. They're going to make him pick up the blitz to negate his speed. So let's see what that happens. Now, the other issue, as far as Diggs and why didn't he start, what is that issue? Why did the defensive coaches say, with all the issues, we need to send a message to Diggs by not starting him, by having Elam start? What is that issue now? That's some very interesting, storylines below the defensive just struggling overall that I want to look into.
Yeah, that's a great point, because it didn't make sense to let Elam start over Diggs. Man, Elam is getting toasted. Let go of my ego. This man is getting toasted, man. I really thought Elam was going to be better.
And it's so predictable.
Yeah.
Well, you take him out of Buffalo, where everybody knew, hey, he wasn't very good in zone. And what do? You put him in a system where we're playing, 92% zone? Yes. Quarterbacks go up to the line of scrimmage and say, hey, I know what they're playing. I don't need any motion. And here we have the zone beaters. That's why it's interesting that they don't mix it up. But, hey, it took a year to get Nolan out of here. This is going to be Eberflus's only season here, even though we're getting people back. But he just seems so reluctant. He just wants to, hey, it's going to be a slow death, not a quick one. He'd prefer that one. So hopefully our offense keeps scoring the way it is. What was that stat that what's his name from Blogging the Boys, Ochoa, came out with? Teams that had 40 points and no turnovers were like 401 or 400 and 0. Now they're 400 0 and 1, which we had 40 points, no turnovers, and now we end up with a tie. Interesting, very, very interesting, and it's all because we knew, hey, the team that had the ball last was either going to tie it or they were going to go for the win.
Yeah.
And I don't know. When I saw Pickens run, I was like, dude, get out at the 1. Our defense is not going to stop them, and all they're going to need is a field goal. But I will not say, look, you do your job. You score a touchdown. Let the defense do their job, which unfortunately in regulation they didn't. They didn't stop them, and they kicked a 53-yard field goal to tie it. Unfortunately. The Cowboys, like I said. And as far as Gilly, remember, Gilly wants to play for a contender. He is not going to take a bag of Doritos for pay, and he's going to want to start for a good amount. Yeah. And with our front office thinking, hey, we're going to get Rebel back, we're going to get Seatbelt, whatever he is, back from injury, they're probably going to wait it out and say, no, we've got the bodies inside before we go out, even though we have 36, 37 million in salary cap, and we can easily take Gilly. Like one of the callers said, hey, just for the back half of the season, just to have him with us and not against us.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think they think a lot of the answers are in the building.
Unfortunately, they do. And that's another story. Hey, Steele was out. Thomas was in. Everything I heard online was like, hey, it's not injury. So what, are they trying to send another message? Luckily, he came back in. Seemed like he played well. Now we got to look at Guyton. Yeah. Late concussion? Is he going to enter concussion protocol? So, but I believe in Thomas. He was looking good in training camp. So if Guyton does fall into concussion protocol, we got a good replacement there. But now that's 2 of the old linemen, 3 old linemen possibly. So luckily we've got these 2 winnable games, but it's not a given. It is not a given in this NFL. Nope. I trust Shoddy. I love the Clayton Adams run game, but that defense, just somebody please dare Eberflus to blitz on some downs to bring pressure. Otherwise, they're just going to slice us and dice us, and it's going to be another slow death. And our offense is not going to score 30, 40 points a game, unfortunately, until CD comes back.
Yeah, that's tough to ask, man. That's tough to ask. And that's why I don't want them to keep asking Dak Prescott to keep scoring like that. That's an erratic pace.
And that the defenses are going to blitz Dak. They are going to put him under pressure and say, hey, check it down to Ferguson, check it down to Tolbert. They're only going to get 5-6 yards, then we'll tackle them. That's fine. We'll live with that. Yeah. We're not going to let you beat us with Turpin and the home run ball or Pickens and the long bomb, a 50-50 ball. We'll just let you, hey, underneath, just like the previous caller, I think it was Seabass, hey, that's what the Eberflus system is. Throw it short, go to the ball, and tackle. And eventually they will get a penalty. That's what defenses are going to eventually do to us. Yeah. So hopefully, pay the tie. And also, yeah, we should change the OT rules. We need to change the OT rules. This is not satisfactory to anybody. Either go to the college where, on the second try at the 25, you got to go for 2, or do something else. This OT about, even if you score, they get a chance. No, I'm sorry. Their defense has to play also. So if you score, too bad for their defense.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that tie makes you feel a certain type of way. It just makes you feel a certain type of way. It just don't sit right with
you. Exactly. Because either team, luckily I expected a 10-point loss. I'll take the tie, but I'm sure Green Bay is saying, hey, we should have won the game. We were thinking we should have won the game. Mm-hmm. And those defense, that defense is just so frustrating. Number 1, as the caller said, number 1 in offense, 32 in defense. We know where that gets you in the NFL.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
But man, it is like I said, 2:30 in the morning here Central Time. I'm still looking over the game again, thinking, "Oh, we had it here, we had it here." And again, Leofow, I'll take that aggression because you can coach smart aggression. You can coach smart aggression, and that will come back later. It's just frustrating. This season, though, that's the way it seems it's going to be. Hopefully, we get healthy and we get on a roll and we win these games that we're supposed to win.
Yep.
And let's see. Thank you, G. Again, hey, I'll get off the phone here because it's 2:30, but people are still calling in. That's how much we love this team. Thank you very much. Go Cowboys y puro pinche Cowboys. Thank you, G.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right. All right, still got a few more in the lobby. Let's go. Who we rocking with tonight? All right, who we rocking with tonight?
Hello?
Yes,
you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, who we rocking with tonight?
Man, I got a question for you. This is OS Tyler. I'm in your chat all the time.
What's
I'm in Law
going
Nation's
on?
chat all the time.
Yes, sir. What's going on with
Not
you?
much, man. Look. Hey, man, I just want to say I'm proud of my team, but at the same time, it's frustrating because I feel like we should have came out with a win.
Yes. Yes. They fought hard. I give it to them. They fought hard, man. That's the thing I was impressed by. They fought
Dak
hard.
Prescott in particular, man. We ain't had no Dak Prescott, man. We had a Cooper Rush like we had last season. We would have lost this game by like 40.
Boy, yes.
You know, but
yeah,
I got to give it to Dak Prescott, man. He's showing some tenacity that I haven't seen out of him before. And I used to be not the biggest Dak Prescott fan. I wouldn't consider myself a Dak Prescott hater because that's my quarterback, right? But man, he's lighting it up this season, bro.
Yeah, he battling, man.
And I give it to our defense too. Our defense hung in there, even though they gave up 40 points. They hung in there.
You know what really got the defense,
You know?
though? It was the penalties.
Right?
The defense really got themselves with the penalties that led to other big plays. But had they got off the field rather than getting those penalties, man, I think we're talking about a different ball game.
Of course, we're talking about a whole different ball game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense is on fire. Pickens had what for 134 for 2 TDs.
Woo! And could have had more.
Oh man, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm impressed
we're in
by.
good shape with Pickens.
Say it again.
Hey, we're in good shape with Pickens, though.
Oh yes.
Without CD, this game showed me we're in good shape with Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
That got somebody to throw to.
But you know where else I'm happy is that Dak is getting a connection with Pickens, so that when CD gets back, he's gonna trust Pickens more about when he gets back. That's the part I'm liking.
I like the way you put that too, man. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, they're getting some trust
Yeah,
now because they didn't have it before.
Right. So yeah, everything's not gonna be on CD no more because you know what I'm saying. The first 2 games, I feel like everything was on CD instead of
And just think, man,
Yeah,
we about to get Jonathan Mingo back. Mingo's gonna help us
Oh
too.
yeah, Oh yeah, I already know Mingo's gonna help us.
Yeah, he's a bigger bodied wide
Hey,
receiver.
man. Mingo like 6'4", ain't he?
I think he's like 6'3", maybe 6'3", 6'4", but man, what is he, like 230, 240? The dude borderline tight end.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be physical.
He's a borderline tight end. He's a big dude, man.
But man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm disappointed by the tie, but I'm also happy that we didn't lose at Green Bay, and we didn't get blown out like I thought we were gonna get blown out. Because I thought this was gonna be a blowout, man.
Yeah, I figured
But we
we were
hung in
going to
there and
score
we fought.
points. I'll tell you where I'm glad. Micah Parsons did nothing. They can lie all they want to. Micah Parsons did nothing. And they know he didn't. Did absolutely nothing. Was pretty much neutralized.
You said it, not me.
Yes, sir. He was neutralized. And now they're going to try to give him a sack, but I believe the NFL will go back and look at that sack, and they're going to say that's not a sack. Dak Prescott had well past the line of scrimmage. They know it.
Man, let's talk about Kenny Clark, though. What we think about Kenny Clark? He's a monster.
He balling.
He's pretty much everything we want a Micah to be. He knows how to pass rush. He knows how to fucking run stop. My bad for the language, man.
Hey,
I didn't mean to say that.
Donovan Ezraku was impressive tonight.
Oh, yeah, number 41, man. He was all over the field.
Impressive. It's only a matter of time before he starts getting to the quarterback.
Man, he's still developing, too. This is only week 4.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he gonna do his thing.
He's
Man,
still developing. I'm impressed with Sam Williams, too. Sam Williams got a couple pressures, too, this game.
Yep. He just got to stop making them bonehead mistakes. He stopped doing that, he going to be real good. He killed us on that doggone on that, and he didn't try to do it per se, but he kind of hurt us bad on that face mask. Just another one of them plays that kept the drive going.
You know what Sam Williams reminds me of?
What's that?
He's like the new Randy Gregory, you know?
Yeah.
Without the weed.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what's even more
I hate to say it like that, but
he looks like me and my sons, we were laughing because he looks like Micah Parsons with dreads almost.
Oh, him and Micah are twins, man.
They look alike sometimes. I was like, this is Micah Parsons with dreads on his head. Boy, we was laughing about it. But yeah, Sam, man, I think he's gonna get it together. He'll be good to go.
Yeah, I didn't like what I seen from him the past 3 games, but this game, yeah, he had his stuff together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, man, I appreciate you letting me up.
Yes,
I'll let you get to the other callers, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you rocking with me.
Yes, sir, man. How about them Cowboys?
Yes, sir. Let's go Cowboys. All right, we got a couple of more callers in here. Then we're going to cut the calling off for tonight. Get ready to get up out of here. 2:42 in the morning. We're going to try to get out of here about 3 o'clock tonight. All right, who we rocking with tonight?
Team Mark.
All right, turn the computer or the TV down in the back. Now, who is this again?
That's me, Gene Mark.
G Mark. All right, that's your YouTube
there?
handle?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Oh, anyway, man, I can't believe I got on here.
Yes, sir.
I'm sitting here watching on TV and a couple minutes behind, or a couple seconds behind. But anyway, let me see how to start this out. Like, you know, we sit there and talked about all week about there had to be personnel changes. And I'm sitting here watching the opening drive, and there's no personnel changes. The worthless safeties are, you know, still in there. And I'm thinking, man, what is going on? So I'm just wondering, Shawty talks a good game, you know, makes a great interview. But, man, I'm just wondering, like, how much is the politics going to play in this? Because, you know, we're not seeing what we're hearing. We're just not. You know, I don't know, that just kind of bothers me. But the big thing I want to ask you, well, first of all, shout out to you. You know, I've only been seeing you on here for, like, you know, 6 months. I mean, you're just killing it. Just take a moment, step back, all your homework, all your work you're doing, putting up the new studio. Like, you have quickly risen to one of, you know, the go-to guys for, you know, Cowboys media. You want the truth, you want the facts,
this is where we go.
Yes,
But,
sir. Appreciate you.
As you, let's just play a game as GM, and I'll get off here. If you had 2 people that you had to cut on defense, and that's all you're allowed to do, because the Eberflus ain't going nowhere. Who are the 2 people that you're cutting that we can live without? Because Dak Prescott's killing it. Shoddy as an offensive play caller's killing it. But, man, there's a couple people that just got to go on defense. And that's it. I'll let you go.
All right.
Thank you. God bless.
You too.
I'll see you.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you. Okay, 2 players he said on defense. If I just had to, 2 players on defense, pretty simple for me. Unfortunately, Kyrie Elam. I really thought Kyrie Elam was going to be better than what Kyrie Elam is. I really did think Kyrie Elam was going to be better. And as a matter of fact, if I were the Cowboys when Savon Revel Jr. got back, I may seriously consider trading Kyrie Elam. I would seriously, something. But when Savon Revel Jr. gets in here, if there was somebody I was going to be cutting, it would be Kyrie Elam. Number 2, I don't think it's going to happen. Jack Sanborn. Oh, my. Jack Sanborn was awful tonight. There is no way the Cowboys can look at any tape on Jack Sanborn. There is no way the Cowboys can look at any tape on Jack Sanborn and be satisfied. Jack Sanborn was awful. Now, DC Lunatic, he said, he's going in the right direction. But, oh, my. He was atrocious. Man, he was atrocious. And I mean on full display on Thursday Night Football. I mean on Sunday Night Football. He was absolutely atrocious. I don't know how else to slice it. Yeah, if there were a couple of players I'm getting rid of, yeah, it's them 2. It's them 2. It would be Kyrie Elam and Jack Sanborn. Everybody else I could probably deal with. But I'm telling you, I am so impressed by Donovan Ezeraku. But, yeah, those are the 2 players. And, man, it's kind of funny. Somebody said it earlier. Might have been Newhouse fan, might have been Seabass. But I'll tell you this. It's almost like I did see that Micah Parsons might have some regrets. He got the money, but money ain't everything, man. Don't get me wrong. Hey, money helps. But I really do think he would have rather gotten that money and been with Dallas. I really do. Because I think that Micah Parsons in this system with this group of players, I think Micah feel like he would be eaten. I mean, but the issue is, though, we couldn't have had Kenny Clark and Micah Parsons. I don't see any way, form, or fashion that could have happened. But I do feel like that he doesn't feel like he's in the right spot. I don't think he feels like he's in the right spot. I don't. And so I think he would. I think he does have some regret not being with the Cowboys. True Texan, appreciate that super chat. True Texan, I thought Jadeveon Clowney looked good. The Cowboys, I believe one of the things they didn't do, they kind of revved him up slowly. So they didn't play him tonight. Let me look at his snap count. They really kind of revved him up slowly. Let's see. The football guys, these are the snap counts. Let's look at them real quick. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Jadeveon Clowney. Here he is right here. Okay, so they didn't register. Let's see. Okay, they haven't registered Jadeveon Clowney's snap count yet. This hasn't updated on the football boys. But hey, True Texan, I think they're on to something. Because, man, let me tell you, when him and James Houston got on the field together, that's when the Cowboys got the turnover. Boy, they raised havoc, man. They really did. They raised havoc. I enjoyed watching them on the field for the short amount of time. I really think the Cowboys have got to get them boys on the field. Cowboys got to get them boys on the field. It looks like we finally have some videos coming down, but it's already about 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to call it a night. But what we're going to do when we come back tomorrow at today, when we come back today at 4:30, 4:30, you can tell it's late. 4:30, we're going to listen to some of these post-game interviews. Yeah, because they got Jerry Jones, Brian Schottenheimer, Tyler Smith, George Pickens, James Houston, Trevon Diggs, Dak Prescott. Yeah, they got a slew of videos that I definitely want us to watch. And what I may do is watch some of them tonight. And I think what I may do going forward, maybe not, because I think Shotty's going to talk tomorrow too. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just kind of listening to the interviews before we come on. And then I'm going to probably take some of the best pieces that I feel from the interview rather than listening to the whole thing so y'all don't get bored, on those 20 and 30-minute ones. I'm going to probably take about 4 or 5 of the best points out of those interviews, and we'll listen to those because some of y'all have probably went and listened to or have heard the interview before. So that's kind of what we're going to do for the sake of time so that we can get some other fresh content. And as we get ready to add some new pieces to the show, I got a couple of new segments I'm going to add to the show, and I plan on doing some expanding. Got some good stuff planned. And not to mention, I need to do a giveaway. I said that I was going to give away a George Pickens jersey this year, so I think I'm going to put something together for how can we get those get a George Pickens jersey giveaway. See how we can do that. And start doing more giveaways. I want to start trying to do a giveaway like every week or something like that. We'll see how that works out. Lisa Worley's still in the chat. Lisa Worley, if you're still in the chat, make sure you shoot me your email address at Let's Talk Cowboys at gmail.com. It's on my page. Make sure you hit me up with an email. But yeah, I want to get some more stuff going. Got some some new segments we're going to add to the show this year. This season to really just keep expanding upon what we're building here. Seabass, he said, I need an Overshown jersey. That be FYE. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you. Yes, sir. You know what? We're going to put together. I got y'all. I'm going to put together some stuff here pretty soon. We're going to start doing some different stuff, doing some more giveaways, with all the support y'all give. My man, Daniel M., he said, gee, I know that I didn't call in as your right-hand man, but I want to say that Dak Prescott has looked like an MVP. Let me tell you something, Daniel M. Dak Prescott is officially set at the table. Dak Prescott has officially sat at the table of the MVP discussion. The MVP discussion. He has sat at the table. Miss Matrix, I don't know if you heard me earlier. You asked me 3 questions, and I should have wrote them down. What was the third thing that you asked me? So I want to make sure I hit on that before I get out of here. Kevin Parrish said, gee, Cowboys made a mistake signing DeRon Bland. He isn't as He isn't as great as everyone is making him out to be. Gets beat too many times for that kind of money. Kevin Parrish, let's give him a little bit of time. Coming off of an injury again on the opposite foot. Came off an injury again last year. Let's see what he does as the time goes on. Now, he's one of these guys, he takes chances. That's really a big part of his game is taking chances. So, cornerbacks are so hard to find in this game. And so I know why the Cowboys signed him. It's simple why they signed him. Because, again, cornerbacks are hard to find. Because I'm telling you, had the Cowboys not paid him, somebody else would have. And he is definitely better than Elam. I would say he's better than Diggs right now. But I think he'll get better as time goes on. Yeah, I think he'll be better as time goes on. John Henry, what up, man? How'd you enjoy the game tonight? How did you enjoy the game? Christian, look out. He said, I need a quicksand jersey. Shoot. That's what I called him, Jack Quicksand. Jack Quicksand, because that's looked like what he was running in. Doomsday Cowboy, he said, gee, all I can say is better days are ahead. Keep your man. Let me tell you something. Doomsday, I'm excited. What I saw from this offense tonight, I still say we beat Chicago last week if CeeDee Lamb doesn't go out and Javonte Williams doesn't fumble that ball. Man, this doggone offense we got is high-powered. And Cowboy fans, I'm with you, Doomsday. Keep the faith because nobody thought the Eagles were going to the Super Bowl last year until they got to around midseason. People were saying that Jalen Hurts was pretty much done. And then what happened? Next thing you know, them boys, next thing you know, them boys, next thing you know. Lisa Worley, make sure you shoot me an email. Shoot me an email to, shoot me an email to my Let's Talk Cowboys email address. Yeah, shoot me an email. But I'm telling you, man, the Cowboys, the offense is impressive. And again, I will say this. I did think the defense, as crazy as it sounds, the defense looked better in places. I thought the edge rushing was better. I do think Bland, I didn't mind how Bland got beat in the end zone. It was contested. It was really a great throw. I think DeRon Bland is going to get better, and it don't matter at this point. We've already signed DeRon Bland, so we rolling with DeRon Bland. So we just got to do what we got to do and just keep working on him, and I think he's going to continue to get better. I like what I saw from Maurice Leofow. He just got to stop the dumb penalties. I love what Jadeveon Clowney. Man, I loved the way Jadeveon Clowney played. I want to see him get a few more snaps. I want to see him and James Houston or either him and Donovan Ezaraku more. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure some of these stats will be up. I did want to see what his snap count was. I'm pretty sure he was frustrated that he didn't get to play more. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see that. But, again, the snap counts haven't updated for week 4 yet. So we'll get those tomorrow from the football guys, and then we'll see. But, again, I thought the little that we saw of Jadeveon Clowney, I thought he looked really, really good. But I do say the Cowboys got to be careful with so much of the rotating because I do think some of these guys got to get a little warmed up. I think they need more snaps. Donovan Ezaraku is one of them. Shoot, Kevin Parrish. Man, Donovan Ezaraku was nice. Nice. Boy, Ryan, no, you better say it. Why can't we have some of the Eagles' luck? Well, I guess the Giants was our lucky win. We should have got a win we should have got a win tonight. We should have got a win tonight, but the NFL said no. Even though we were some of our own worst enemy, but the NFL said no. Because we know that time ran out at the end of the game, and they let Green Bay get that field goal kick anyway. Yeah, see, Bates, Dak is starting to look a little bit like, I'm not going to say 2016 Dak, but he definitely starting to look like 2023 Dak. Yeah, I haven't seen him move like this since his first rookie. Yeah, Yeah, he looking more like that 2023 Dak to me, because that 2026 Dak was on another level. Boy, that 2026 Dak Prescott was on another level, boy. That Dak Prescott was sick. Yeah, 2-0 against Justin Fields. Man, let me tell you something, boy. The whoever made them schedules, boy, they really helped out the Dallas Cowboys. We're not playing the Chicago Bears in December. We're not playing the New York Jets in December. Man, I'm absolutely loving whoever made this doggone schedule. Cowboys, looks like for the most part, they're not going to have to play. They're not going to have to play, you know, during some of that extremely cold weather. So I'm pretty good. Shoo, Shaw, long last second. They know what it is. They know what it is. Shoo, they know that time went off that clock, man. Ain't no doubt in my mind that time went off that clock. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Yeah, Seabass said the football gods didn't want to favor one side today. Yeah, it sounds like the football gods is Vegas. The Vegas and the referees. Yeah, True Texan said, like Danny Dunn said, if and buts were candy and nuts, we would all have a Merry Christmas. Yeah. I always say if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. No doubt. Bruce S., he said when Jerry tried to get Goodell up and out of the commissioner seat, the word went out to the refs. Yup. Yep. All right, Cowboy fans. We will be back today at 4:30 p.m. We'll be looking at some of these interviews from the players, especially Dak Prescott, George Pickens. I'm going to go back and listen to this thing today with Jerry Jones. I'll probably just pick out some of the best pieces of that, pick out some of the best pieces of Shoddy, and then, of course, y'all already know, Brian Schottenheimer will be giving. He will be giving an interview. And again, I think we'll just take the best parts out of that, and then we'll see if we can look at some of the stuff the Cowboys did and break down some of that, as now we are on to the next game. Man, let me tell y'all something. I am so glad we got the Micah Parsons game behind us. A game that basically ended with a whimper rather than a boom. But I do think, I got a strange feeling, the Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers are going to see each other again this season. I do think they're going to see each other again. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you. I'm going to go do some work on some other things, and then I'll be ready to go 4:30 p.m. Plus, I'll be releasing videos all day today, talking about this game and various things, getting ready to build up to that New York Jets game. Right off. If we giving up 40 points in the warm weather, man, I'd hate to see us in the cold weather. Boy, I'd hate to see us in the cold weather, Ryan. I'd hate to see us. But again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Until the next time, God bless DC4L. Let's talk Cowboys. We talk facts. Peace.